to this broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Blake Gwynn alongside Alex Smith. And Alex, again, as I alluded to and the pregame show alluded to, should be a lot of questions in this game here tonight.
Yeah, there should be. Newport coming off a 2-8 season, not a very good season. One of the first times they've missed the playoffs in several years. And Gosnell has a lot of questions to answer as well. They lost their running back, and it's the first game of the season for every team in Arkansas this week, so there's a lot of questions to be answered.
Well, and you mentioned it, Gosnell trying to replace Carlos Blackman, which you obviously can't do. They're still going to run the football. They're going to do it with a trio of people that they're going to try to do that with their quarterback and then probably a pair of running backs in that wing style of offense tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And Gosnell has a lot of speed, and if they can get around the outside, they got a good shot of beating Newport here tonight. But like I said, for Newport, there's a lot of questions to be answered. One of the worst seasons they had last season in almost 20 years. But,
Well, nobody wanted to be the coach that ended that streak that they had going on right there. But all high schools go through this. It's highly likely Gosnell's experiencing the same thing at this point in time. They've lost their head coach in Gary Moody, who was a guy that had won 9 games in the past 3 seasons.
Yeah, coaching's a huge factor. And like you said, they lost their coach, and a lot of questions to be answered here tonight as we open the season here in Gosnell and all across the state. Several other games going on tonight as well here in the state. Let me see if I can get that sheet for you real quick, Blake.
Well, we have done the coin toss already, so we've had that decided. Now we have the Newport Greyhounds coming out on the field here, and what's an exciting time for them. We're waiting on the Gosnell Pirates. At Jolly Roger will be coming out here in just a few minutes. But, across the board in Arkansas high school football, you're going to have question marks with every team. You don't know what you're going to do to come out. In this particular game, there's obviously more so than none. But the best part about it is we're going to get answers. We should see a lot of energy out of these two teams. It's a cool night. So we're going to have some answers in really a matter of moments. That's the good part about all of it.
And you're absolutely right. In some of those games you're talking about, Mark Tree is at Clarendon. Harrisburg opens the season at Cross County. Augusta is at EPC. Blytheville hosts Osceola. Brooklyn hosts Cedar Ridge. Truman's over at Hoxie. Westside at Manila. Rivercrest at Paragould. Nettleton at Pocahontas. Valley View at Searcy. And Greene County Tech at Vilonia.
Got some good games.
Absolutely.
Got some games you're not really sure how they're going to go with. Got some games we should know pretty quickly what will happen in those. But I guess the opener Tuesday night with Jonesboro-Batesville, a good way to start it. So, and we should have a good one here on our hands, as well as obviously Newport, new to the 3-3A, Gosnell, a new head coach, Brandon Barbary leading them. And we're about set for the opening kickoff here in Gosnell. 2016 Arkansas high school football here at the Pirate Ship. Looks like the kick for the Pirates, it's going to be Albert Boyd. Back deep to receive Jerry Ellis for the Greyhounds. Here we go, folks.
You can feel it in the air, Blake. It was a cool morning this morning. August is out of the way. September's here. Nice crisp fall air. And we're about to get the 2016 high school football season underway.
It is going to be a short kick, probably to keep it out of the backfield. It is going to be picked up and down at around the, let's say, the 39-yard line. So Newport will start their drive there with decent field position. And we're about to get our first look at the offense for the Greyhounds. Should see a lot of running here tonight, I would assume, by both teams.
Yeah, in their history, both teams like to pound it out on the ground. If they keep the ball in bounds, then we should see a speedy game here tonight.
We're going to line up. It's going to be the shotgun for Newport. Just waiting on the spot of the ball here. Cash Forrester in quarterback. He's winged by 2 in the backfield. There's going to be a handoff. We're going to have a play around the outside. We got a flag down in the backfield shortly behind the play. Looks like we're probably going to have a holding there, so we'll wait and see what this one is. Preliminary indication is holding against Newport.
And that senior running back, Jordan Neal, on the right right-hand side there.
So we got a penalty on our first official play of Arkansas High School football 2016. Newport is backing up. Gosnell, you don't want to give them any help on defense. They're always tough on defense. They seem to have size and speed. So we're going to restart things here. Going to be around the 27-yard line in Newport territory. We're from the gun. We got one in the backfield. We got a whistle.
Another flag. No?
And I got a referee's timeout and
looks like a jersey.
Some
his jersey's untucked. Number
jersey
15 there for Newport has his jersey untucked, I believe.
Slight technical difficulty. We're back at it again. Forrester in the gun, a back in the backfield. Goes in motion now. Here's the snap. Screen pass, left side. Good, got room. To the 40 before he's brought down. Good screenplay there by the Greyhounds to get the ball moving and some momentum going.
Yeah, that's a great play by Jay Cried. A little screen out there to the left side. Nice for is that a first down? Yes, it is a first down. They haven't changed the sticks yet, but
it's got to be a first down. It's right around the marker, waiting on the signal.
Nope,
we are going second down.
Second and short.
So we are going to do second and short. Should get it here with their, here's the handoff right back up the gut. That should do it. As Neal punches it right back up the middle, that's going to be a first down Greyhounds. Are we staying at third down? It's close.
That is very close.
Yeah, we're going to measure that.
It's going to be third and long for the Greyhounds. Hard defense, stepping it up midfield.
Nope, I'm sorry. We've been way off, Blake. That is third
the
and long.
First down marker is about 50 yards ahead there, Alex. Yeah. There's a penalty earlier, so
first game of
good
the
start to
season,
football
getting
season. We had a
warmed up.
penalty early on, too.
My
All
goodness.
right, we're going to have a pass play here from Forrester. Deep over to the right side. Pass is too high, goes out of bounds. It's incomplete. It's going to be fourth and long.
Fourth and
Alex.
long. It's not fourth and short, right? Sorry, guys.
We're a little
First game of
rusty,
the year.
man. That happens,
I'll leave
man.
now if you
Sorry
want.
about that. That's what happens, man. All right, we're going to have fourth and long. Should be a punt play here for the Greyhounds. Aaron Hill's going to come out for the punt. Not the best first drive there for the Hounds early on. 10:37 left on our game clock. We're still scoreless, and we're going to have a long punt play here. Back to receive for the Pirates.
Ronnie McShann.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, we got a kick. It's going to be that's a pretty good punt. It's a very good punt. Very good punt as it rolls out of bounds. He's spotting it right at the 15-yard line. That's what they needed right there.
You're absolutely right. After a early penalty and then 3 quick plays, they had to punt the ball, and that's the best thing you can hope for.
So they do literally flip the field, and Gosnell will not have the best field position to get their first drive of the 2016 season started.
Referee's going to spot the ball at the 15-yard line first and 10.
15-yard line straight up, so that's where we'll begin things. Great punt by Aaron Hill there. And it was perfectly placed. Bounced out of bounds at the 15. Brandon Partee is going to be under center for the Pirates. And they run a very tricky wing-style offense. It's going to be a pitch up the gut, got room, bust through. He's going to get about 5 yards, brought down at the 20 by a host of Greyhounds. Pretty good little solid run play to get things started there on offense for the Hounds.
You're absolutely right. The 5'9" senior Albert Boyd with a nice little 5-yard run, like you said. Good start, no penalty. Off to a good start for Gosnell.
Yeah, and our focus at this point is to keep in mind where the first down marker is here.
I didn't hear that.
That's probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. All right. Partee under center once again, kneeling down low behind the line. We're going to have a handoff play around to the right side, and it is going to be stopped nearly in its tracks, short, if any, on the gain there for the Pirates.
And it looks like that was the same play, Blake.
Same play. It's a difficult to defend type of offense for Gosnell. They kneel down low behind that line like most wing tee and bone offenses do. It's kind of hard unless you're elevated like we are to see where they're going. You can imagine seeing that from a lower level like the defender does.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of deception in it, a lot of fakes, and there's 3 or 4 guys who could end up with the ball at any given time.
Here we go again, same formation, motion to the right. We've got a handoff in the backfield. Looks like a sweep play. Albert Boyd moves it around, and he is going to pick up. We're going to go to first down there. It looked like he picked up the first.
And that will be a first down, the first down in this game, and a first down for Gosnell.
You're going to see a whole lot of this. They're going to do it differently. Newport's going to do it out of the gun. It's going to be a, flex style offense from under center for Gosnell. So a lot of that going to happen tonight. It's going to be a matter of the backs and the lines. And here we go again. Looks like a fullback in the backfield for the Pirates. Snap, got a pitch play off to the left side. He's got some room to run. He is going to turn the corner. Will they push him out of bounds or will he go? Good stutter step along the sideline, and he is going to get down all the way to the 26-yard line. What a run by Ronnie McShann.
Great run by Ronnie McShann, and he got an extra 10 yards after that sweep with a nice little stutter step you'll see here on the Kaiser LP Gas replay.
I was thinking he's going to be pushed out of bounds, and that move totally changed that game plan, and he picked up another 20 yards. But we have a flag in the backfield. This one's going to come all the way back.
And that is a shame because that was a great run. First touch of the year for Ronnie McShann. He didn't get a chance to return the punt, and then he takes that one for a hefty gain, but it's going to be called back for nothing.
The holding penalty for the Pirates is going to put them back close to where they initially started, about the 18-yard line. That's disappointing. It was a very good run, and he did most of that by himself. That holding penalty virtually irrelevant, but it does count nonetheless. So we're going to be back at around the 18-yard line. 1st and 20. Ball is on the 18. Right side handoff to Boyd. Boyd is going to pick up a few, but not enough. He's to the 20 or 21, so we're going to be 2nd and long.
And they've gave that to Boyd 4 times now, 2 sweeps to the outside, and 2 he took up the gut, and he had a nice little gain on every one.
It's very clear what you have here with Gosnell. You have a power back and you have a speed back, and Boyd is that power back, but when he turns that corner and there's about 6 hounds there, that's not going to work.
No, it's not, and he's going to end it every time by lowering his shoulder because, like you said, he is the power guy.
Got another whistle in the backfield here. We're talking about another player with his shirt tucked in here.
Another little...
A pad. It was a pad untucked. So we've still got another uniform malfunction. That was Boyd. Probably pulled out in that last play. Watch Boyd. He's on the left corner. A lot of times he goes in motion. We're going to go straight up the gut with the fullback. A few yards. But again, we're going to go 3rd and long.
We'll carry the first carry of the night there for Jaron Green. Or excuse me, that's Matthew Miller.
So a long way to go for Gosnell. 3rd and long. See what the Pirates do here. Highly likely it's another run, but if they were going to pull out a pass play, this would be the chance. Partee, under center, motion right, handoff, sweep play, left side, and he is going to be drugged down to the backfield. Forward progress is stopped, and we are going to have a 4th and long situation for the Pirates and a punt forthcoming from them.
Great stop by 72, Darrell Hardiman there. He grabbed him by his jersey, and he didn't let go. Big stop.
So now we're going to see the punting game. Coming out to punts, Devin Burks for the Pirates. Deep to receive is going to be number 15, Dawson Cook for the Greyhounds. Snap is good. Punt is good. It's a end-over-end kick. It's going to land around the 47. Going to pass midfield. Going to be touched by the Pirates just on the opposite side. So a pretty good punt gets them on the other side of midfield. That's where the Hounds will start their next drive.
Quick moving game so far. 6:45 left to go here in the first quarter. And both teams had a little penalty, a little hiccup on each side that held them back. But quick game so far.
Absolutely. So change of possession. 6:45 left to go in the first quarter. Moving quickly here. All right, 2nd possession for the Hounds. Cook in the backfield at quarterback, motion to the left side. Forrester's going to hand it off, and he's going to be met immediately in the back. Looks like the first one to him. So we're down in the backfield. We got a loss of yards on that play and a good swarm there by the Pirates.
Yeah, that was Sean Pascal, and I don't have 30.
I didn't have him on my roster.
I don't have 32 on my roster right now, but it was a swarm by him and Pascal. And good stop there
Three
for
guys in the
Gosnell.
backfield immediately there on that one. All right, so let's see if Newport can get something going. They've struggled thus far. He's going to drop back to pass here. Goes over into the middle of the field. Cook's got it. Cook is juking and jiving. And that's going to pick up some yards. He's brought down just short of the 45, but they are across midfield, and they do have something going here for the first time all night.
Yeah, that was a great pass there and a great play by Cooks. Watch him sit down right in the gap here. He doesn't follow through with it. Stops, catches it. Kaiser LP gas replay. And it's 3rd down, Blake.
See if we have another pass play here. This 3rd and 4. Pair of backs in the backfield for the Hounds. Forrester takes the snap, hands it off to Ellis. Ellis left side, finds a gap, gets a good block. Do we have a fumble? We had a fumble.
Gosnell thinks they have it.
Gosnell does have it.
They do
We're
have
going to
it.
have a flip of the field right there and a big play for the Pirates defense, and we have someone down on the field, but he is up. That looks like that's Ellis down on the field. He had the carry that time. Big play for the Buccos there.
And that was picked up by Albert Boyd, the running back, able to come up with the fumble recovery.
So Gosnell immediately takes over. Looked like Newport finally had something going. It was a good run by Ellis around to the left side, but he fumbles it at the end. He was injured on the play, has made it back to his sideline. So Gosnell takes over, Partee under center. A lot of motion, the flip, up the middle, they go right up the gut. Don't get much, but they do get something. Look like Miller on that carry. We're going to have a gain of about 2. Ball's on the 38-yard line. Quick moving quarter when you run the football like this. I'm looking up and the time is just melting off that clock. So at this rate, we are in for a quick ball game.
Yeah, nothing but running so far.
Here we go. Same formation as always for the Pirates. Motion, handoff. Good handoff play right there. A lot of play action. We do have a flag coming in there at the last minute.
And that's the 3rd, I believe, flag of the night for either team. Maurice Carthon Jr. trying to get something going there. But it will be all for naught again.
They are coming back. That's been a problem for both teams.
Yep.
Newport with a costly penalty on their first drive. Now Gosnell is backing up. They probably had the most costly one of the game so far was that run earlier that they had called all the way back that got them to about the 35, and they ended up having a punt, 4th and long. So another penalty here hurts the Buccos, and here we go. 2nd and 16.
And that's
Pitch
that play.
left. Yep, same play.
Newport was all over it this time.
Well,
Ronnie
it's
McShann got
one of
60.
about 2 or 3 plays they're going to run with one of about 3 or 4 guys, and it's a matter of really which direction are they going. They do execute that well. There's a lot of hand fakes in the backfield.
Right. Like you said, there's only really 4 places it can go. Right outside, left
Right,
outside, up
right.
the middle.
And it appears Newport's taken the strategy early that they're going to take some guesses on where they're going and sell out one side or the other.
And it's clear they're going to keep an eye on McShann now as he got nothing from the play that previously got him 50 but was called back on the flag.
They ran into each other in the backfield. That looks like a little bit of a failed play there. He's going to throw it long. It's going to be an incomplete pass. I may be incorrect, and you might have saw it differently. It looked like they ran into each other in the backfield, and that might have been a failed play that he was trying to make something out of.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it should have been a play-action fake or if they should have just ran the play.
It was either a rollout pass or yeah, he was trying to make something, but Partee does get rid of it. Relatively safe. Didn't quite throw it out of bounds, but
there was some contact down there, but the ball was uncatchable.
and that does happen. High school level running this kind of offense, there's going to be some of that, and it wasn't extremely costly. We're going to have a punt on 4th down. It's a low punt. It's going to bounce a couple of times, and Gosnell touched it right there. So 38-yard line is where Newport is going to pick it back up.
We're going to keep it rolling. 3:22 here to go in the first. Quick game, 2 possessions by each team. Nothing really going. Penalties have really held both teams back and kept each drive from going.
All right. I would be a gigantic fan of a touchdown here.
Yeah,
I'd love to see a big play.
I would like to see a touchdown.
Yeah, it would be good to see a big play by one of these offenses to get these kids going. All right, here we go. Forrester going to take the snap, got one in the backfield, handoff up the middle. Good, solid, powerful run right there by Jordan Neal.
Jordan Neal, the 5'10", 180 senior. Just a few yards on that play.
Kept fighting. Looked like it was early, and he fought all the way down. He's at the 41. Still on their own side of the field. Let's see what they got here. Newport has mixed in some passing, and I like the arm out of Forrester, so that is an option for the Hounds here tonight. He's going to keep it. Good little read play right there, but it stopped by Gosnell, and they're going to lose yards on that play.
Yeah, short gain, and you mentioned it. You'll see here on the Kaiser LP Gas replay. Not much going here. Big hit by 35 there for Gosnell, but both teams run sort of the same offense. One's spread, though. One's compact. One's the old school sort of wishbone. And really similar offenses, though, just old style and new age.
A lot of running by both teams, but there is a little bit of a spread that's going on with Newport. So Forrester's set for his next play. High snap, he does handle it. Left side screen play, pass leads him. He's going to cross midfield, and he's going to go down at about the 45-yard line. They're on the opposite side. That looked like Jay Crite on the reception there.
Yeah, great pass and catch and a great run. That was a big hit there at the end. Great stop, but better pass, better catch.
Forrester had to handle a pretty bad snap there. Right out of the gate, he kept his poise about him.
And I believe that is the second First Delta Bank first down of the night.
All right. They've got a little momentum. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Ooh.
We're going to have either an offsides or a false start, one of the two.
I believe that will be offsides on the defense. Nobody moved on Newport. Great job by their line.
That is offsides. So they're coming forward, and probably our best drive of the game so far.
For either team, really.
For either team, exactly. And so Forrester gets his play call from his coach. Neal is in the backfield with him on his left side, so it's going to be a handoff to Neal. Neal straight back up the box, does pick up some yards. He's going to be close to that marker. We'll see where they spot him. It's close. It's going to be second and short. Very close, but a good run by Neal, and the offense is moving for Newport.
And a good run. McShan's run was the longest of the night, the one with the penalty, but that right there, that 9-yard gain, was the longest of the night.
About a minute left in our first quarter. No score still, and we got motion left from the Hounds. An adjustment on defense by the Pirates. The handoff goes to Neal up the middle. That one was to Ellis. He's down at about the 25-yard line, and we are nearing the red zone here for the Greyhounds.
We have junior Jerry Ellis with a nice run up the middle. First down, Greyhounds with the best drive of the night.
Just under a minute left now here. Can the Hounds punch it in and break the seal on this season for both teams? Forrester hands it off to Ellis. Ellis has some room. Right side, folks, he's gone.
Hey, we got our wish.
On that drive. That's going to be the first touchdown of the season for either team here tonight. Newport is on the board with a very steady, very even-paced drive, and Newport has the lead 6-0. Here's our Kaiser LP Gas replay. He had one guy to beat right there, and he got a good block.
Nice juke move there at about the 10-yard line. He cut outside, and once he got outside, he burned everybody.
Rolando Noguez is on to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold, and it is good. So it's 7-0 Newport. We have our first touchdown of the 2016 Arkansas football season. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on Tubetown.
We are more than daily transactions. We are more than checks and debit cards. We are more than farmland. For the people of Poinsett County, we are more than just a bank. At First Delta Bank, we see the world through the eyes of our customers because we know that our customers are our most valuable investment. We are proud of who we are and want to earn your banking business. We are First Delta Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Pirate Ship. It is 7-0 Newport, and I was thoroughly impressed with that drive by the Newport Greyhounds. That was the first drive we need to be impressed with, but it was good.
Capped off by Jerry Ellis with a nice touchdown run. He made a nice juke move at about the 10-yard line, busted it outside, and I believe, is he going to kick it off, or is he nope, he is not the kickoff man. But anyway, Jerry Ellis capped off that great drive for the Greyhounds.
He still got the football, though. He wants to hang on to that bad boy. All right. So Gosnell's going to have their chance to respond. He is going to kick it. We're hoping. Kick is away. We got a penalty. It's probably going to be offsides, judging by where that flag was thrown.
Not many things that can be a penalty on that play, but I believe it will be offsides on the Greyhounds.
It looked like a pretty good kick, but Ellis is going to have to back his tee on up. That'll put him kicking from their own 35. I haven't seen that one very much. That's not one you see very often.
No, especially in high school football.
All right, so let's try this again. 36 seconds left. Gosnell down by a touchdown, but they're going to get the football back here, and they do have explosive potential as well. Ellis is going to kick. It's going to be a low squibbing kick, going to be picked up by Partee, and he is dangerous. Right side sideline, and he's pushed out at about the 45, but they're going to be in their own side of the field to start this next drive.
Great return by Partee, and Jerry Ellis, not much help there. After that penalty, he's not as good of a kick, and great return by Partee, great field position for Gosnell.
And what was unfortunate about that really for Newport was that Ellis's kick was really good the first time on the offsides. That one, it was almost like a golf shot you didn't take enough club on. He kind of looked like he tried to kick it a little too hard. It was short. It got into Partee's hands. So Gosnell does have decent field position to start this drive. With that tricky run offense that they have. Partee under center. It's going to be flipped back. It's going to be Carthon with it, and he's going to do something with it. He made something really out of nothing there, and he picks up about 5 yards.
Nice little sweep to the left there.
Time is running down. We may get one more play off here in the first quarter. We may not, and they may just head to the sidelines here.
He's sprinting like he wants to.
Are they going to do it, or they're
going
to make them work for it? They're going to make them work
for that. Oh,
right.
Timeout.
Had a referee timeout there. That had a football left on the field there. So they're going to get a chance to run this play thanks to the official timeout. So Partee is going to get one more play, and we're out of time. So they're not even going to get the playoff. So we're going to end the first quarter 7-0 Gosnell. Slower first action, a lot of running, but Newport has the lead. I believe we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with you on Tubetown.
Kaiser LP Gas Company is a family-owned propane company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural customers in Craighead, Crittenden, Poinsett, and Mississippi counties in northeast Arkansas. Located on Highway 181 South in Kaiser, Arkansas, Kaiser LP Gas can fill all of your propane needs, whether it's for farm equipment, your home, or business. Kaiser LP Gas has you covered. Call today at 870-526-2198.
Seven 0 Greyhounds as we get set to start the second quarter in a short first quarter. About 27 minutes for that first quarter. That's a short one.
That's quick.
Short first quarter. Newport does pass the football some, but on the Greyhound or on the Pirates side of the ball, there's there's no passing at all. It's almost like it's not even an option there. But they are quick. Everybody in their backfield can run the football. That includes Partee, who's under center. It's going to be a pitch to the left side. He finds a hole, good blocking, keeps pushing, and he's going to be brought down at about the 35-yard line. That's going to be a first Delta Bank first down, I believe. Yes, it is.
Kadarius Young, nice little run there. Gosnell just pounding it out, and if they can keep that going, you know, that's what they got. They have to keep that going because, they're, like you said, they're not going to pass it.
Right. They're going to have to run the football, and if they're not doing that well, there's not another option. So here we go. Boyd is straight behind Partee, another official's timeout. Having a player come off the field once again.
That will be number 3 tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Looks like another uniform malfunction.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've never seen them send them off the field for a uniform being untucked, but that's the only thing I can see. McShann's left side, motion to the left. It's going to be handed off to Kadarius Young, and Young is pushing forward, and he's got a lot of power in his legs, and he's brought down, looks like around the 28.
Blake, I've seen those players on the sideline pulling down their knee pads. They like to wear them up. I guess that's what they do in the NFL and college, and that's what they're doing, but they like to keep players protected in high school the best they can, and they're making them pull their knee pads down.
So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, because several of them have their shirts tucked in. It's just a problem with the knee pads being up.
Knocking on the door for a score.
Hard to tell up here. There's just a lot of pointing and whistling and
A lot of wind blowing,
a lot of
papers.
stuff going on. Yeah, here we go. All right. Partee under center again, motion left. Good pitch to Young. Young finds another hole. The running game is now going. Look at the Pirates. Get in behind them and keep the forward progress going. And that is what power running is all about, what we just saw.
And it looked like a rugby scrum, and it took him another 5 yards, as you'll see on the Kaiser LP replay. He gets a good 10 yards on the carry to begin with, and that train just keeps rolling. You see the line get behind him.
That's a
and
great
push
angle.
him for an extra 10 yards. Great angle.
I love that because you can tell that that's what they're taught to do.
Yeah.
When your guy is about to stall out, you get in behind him and push. That's power running at its finest. That's exactly what it's drawn up to do. That's good coaching. That's good playing. That's being attentive to what's going on. All right, here's Partee. Pitch right side. He's got room. He bounces off, and that may be. There's a flag in the backfield, and
That looked like 77 there was holding. A lineman
back.
got a defensive lineman down, and usually when that happens, it's because of holding.
And you hate to see that. Gosnell was really moving the football. That run would have put them very handily in the red zone.
Yeah, this is by far their best drive of the night, and they were in the red zone almost, moving very well. But like you said, a real setback there, holding. That's going to move them back 10.
So we're going to be first and long from the 28. Let's see what they do with it here. Motion left, pitch left to Young. Young has the power. They're going to pile on, but this time in the tug of war, it's going to be the Hounds that are going to win that one and stop that run dead in its tracks.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They did. Young dropped his shoulder and really laid into the defender, and that's how he's going to run the ball. But great teamwork by the Greyhounds to get him down, not let him get that scrum farther than they did on the last play.
So all of a sudden you had a lot of momentum going if you're Gosnell, and now it is stalled out to an extent. They need another play to get them moving. 2nd and 14. Out right side, sweep play. To the 20, he's got a little room on the corner and finally pushed out of bounds at around the 15. Ronnie McShann with a good run. The fans wanting a late hit, but not going to get it there, I don't believe. Yeah, there was a flag. There's a flag on the sideline.
Yeah, this is Newport side, and I think they like that. You'll see on the Kaiser LP replay. After a great run by McShann, he gets to the outside and just uses his speed to get past the D-back there. Once he goes out
That was
late,
late. That was
late.
definitely late, and that's a big penalty in the red zone. Depending on where they spot this at.
If you're Newport, you can't do that. Gosnell just hurt themselves with the penalty, and you give them that right back +5. Just something you can't afford.
So now all of a sudden we are inside of the 10. Gosnell is knocking on the door, down by 7. The momentum's now back. The wind is now back in the sails. here at the Pirate Ship. That was cliche. I don't need to do that again.
That
All
was
right.
a first down comment.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not
I
good.
liked it.
That was a
I
little
liked
cheap.
it.
It was a little cheap. All right, we got a flag in the backfield here, and it's going to be a false start against the Pirates. So turn on the white lights. We're backing up.
Yet again.
Early on in the season, this does happen. I mean, it's you're working out the kinks. It seems like every high school football game I've ever been to, there's a lot of penalties in week one, regardless of what level you're at.
But it is about 70 degrees here, and we're getting to watch football on Friday
happy.
night.
I'm a
How
happy
cool
man.
is that? It doesn't matter what kind of football.
Exactly.
It's good. It's back.
Exactly. So Gosnell's back at it again, backed up 5 yards. Motion left. Young's got it. Young is down. He goes sideways, maybe 2 yards on the play. We're going to go to third down. And it is second and goal, not third. Second and goal. Correction there.
Great team defense again by the Greyhounds, using 3 defenders to stop Young there. Young can get extra yards. He's such a big guy, and he'll drop his shoulder, but that team defense, you can't go anywhere.
Well, something that makes them so powerful is he rounds a corner you might not necessarily see him. And he's one of those guys that he does hit you on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always the defender hitting him. He can return the hit. Motion left.
Looks like
Young's
a
got
busted
it.
play worked out. I thought that was busted, and they still managed to get it to Young, and look at that pile move again.
Young is powerful. He's got a lot of power, and again, it looked a little bit like a busted play. But it works out for the Pirates. They're going to go third and goal from the 6.
This is the biggest moment of the night right here for Gosnell.
Fans on their feet on both sides. The Greyhound defense over here by us is ready to go. We're going to have a penalty there.
I don't know if he moved or
It's
not.
hard to tell. It's a long way from us. Let's have a look. Offsides on the Hounds, half the distance here.
So far, a great job by the offensive line tonight. We haven't seen a false start so far, and that's usually what you see early on. There has been holding penalties, but no false starts for either side yet.
And this is where the Gosnell offense is so deadly, so close. They seem to pick up yardage regardless of what play they run. They're close.
Double
It's a
sweep.
reverse play, and Young gets it, and he punches it into the end zone. It is gorgeous, and they are on the board.
I wouldn't have been surprised to see Young get the ball, but I didn't think it was going to come on a double reverse. You'll see here on the Kaiser LP replay, that's Young got it from his other halfback and took it in the end zone.
It was a very, and perhaps the most compact double reverse you will ever see. It happened within a range of about 5 yards.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it's 7-6. Newport still with a 1-point lead.
Great execution, and I'm not sure if they're going to go for 2 here, if they're going for the field goal. It looks like they will go for 2.
They're going for 2, so they're either going to be down by 1 or up by 1. Partee hands it off. It's a fumble on the play. It's busted. Ball's on the ground, so it's no-go. So Newport keeps the lead, 7-6, 7:16 left to go in the first half. And we do have a game on our hands, and we have scoring on our hands. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with you here on Tubetown.
Hit your target this hunting season with M&D Outfitters in Blytheville. M&D Outfitters is your source for boots, waders, headgear, hunting backpacks, and clothing from all the major lines. M&D also specializes in accessories for your weapon to help you shoot straight and bring home your limit. Before your big hunting trip, stop by M&D Outfitters on Main Street in Blytheville.
Now we are cooking on this windy night here at the Pirate Ship, and we have a touchdown by both teams. It seems like both teams now have taken a sigh of relief. They're both playing good football now. Despite a few penalties early, this game seems like it started to roll a little bit.
The latest touchdown coming from Cardarius Young for Gosnell, a 5-yard double reverse touchdown. Jerry Ellis, of course, with a 15-yard touchdown earlier in the night for Newport. 2-point conversion failed, 6-7. Gosnell's about to kick off to Newport with 7:16 left here, Blake.
You know, and in the days of the spread offense and the passing, people could get confused and say a run offense is boring. There was nothing boring about that last drive.
No, especially when it's executed as well as that, and it's great to see it executed that well at the high school level.
Boyd with a line drive right at Jay Kreit. Kreit has some moves. He's to the 35. Forward progress is stopped. You don't. Kreit's not the guy in the backfield, but Kreit is dangerous. You know, we all remember Kristen Kreit from Newport, and they're related. So they're dangerous anytime you've got a Kreit anywhere on the football field.
Definitely a speed back. He can run the ball. They use him a lot as a receiver, and you'll see him out here far to the left side as a receiver. He can almost do anything, though. If he gets the ball in his hands, very dangerous.
So one of these two teams would love to take an extended lead into halftime. Newport has a 1-point lead thanks to the missed 2-point conversion. And we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout, Gosnell.
So Newport takes the timeout. We got a 1-point lead for them. 7:09 left in this half. We've had some throwing for Newport. They passed the football a little, but the big news has been the running game by far.
Yeah, for both teams, actually. Like you said, Newport has thrown the ball, and they made a few completions and got really good yards out of it. Gosnell, I don't think we'll see them throw the ball all night. I wouldn't bet on it. Their running game has really played a huge role, and early on it didn't seem like we were going to get any scoring going, but here in this second quarter it seems like they've shaken the rust off, and both teams looking really good.
And it doesn't mean that Gosnell doesn't throw the football, that Partee is a bad quarterback, because to run the offense he runs is not easy in any way, shape, or form. It's very specialized. And you can there can be a train wreck in the backfield if you're not doing it right. All right, we're off and running for the Greyhounds. Ellis has the football. He's got room, folks, and he is close to midfield, and he is quick, and he can find a gap, and he shoots through there, and we got a first Delta Bank first down.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Great run by Ellis there. He took it up the middle for a nice gain and a first down. Devin Burks came up behind him, and it looked like he was trying to strip the ball, so even a better job of Ellis for holding on to the ball after the great run.
Newport trying to get something moving. They had a good last drive. Handoff, right side. Ellis again. Pirates defense all over him that time.
Yeah, they stopped him at the line of scrimmage there. Great team defense by the Pirates.
Gosnell has won a lot of games with their defense. You coupled that with Blackman last year. They were deadly. Underachieved maybe a little bit in the playoffs. They were a state title contender in my book the whole season. But defense, always a big part of things here at Gosnell. Play is ready for Newport, and we got a whistle. Timeout, Gosnell. So Gosnell takes a timeout. They're down by 1. 6 minutes left. We're going to head to break. We'll be right back on Tubetown.
Update your style with Days Clothing in downtown Blytheville. Days has all the brands you love. Casual or formal, Days has a style that will fit you perfectly. Days Clothing is also your local gym's formal wear provider. Update your wardrobe with a new style from Days Clothing today. Days Clothing, 322 West Main in historic downtown Blytheville.
Let's see what the Hounds can do in front of a good crowd on their side, but a better crowd on Gosnell's side. Look at the sea of blue here at the Pirate Ship tonight. A lot of support for this team.
On the Greyhound side as well. I mean, a lot of blue
big crowd
and a lot
for
of
a long
orange.
drive. You are right. All right, here we go. Forrester in the backfield. Motion coming left by Cook, and it's going to go right up the gut. Jordan Neal with a good run and a good play-action fake in the backfield by Newport that time.
Yeah, great run by Neal. Even better catch from the snap by Forrester. He is able to one-hand it and still get the ball off to Neal for a good run.
I have to be impressed with Forrester. He's a tall guy. He looks like a quarterback, but he handles himself like a quarterback too.
Yeah, you're right. And he can throw the ball better than most would think. They just don't do it a lot because they're so good running the ball out of that spread, but he can throw it as well.
Ready again on third down, up the middle. And he had a lot of room there, right up the middle. Good job by the Newport O-line as Neal picks up another First Delta Bank first down.
Kaiser LP replay. Puts his head down and a real burst of speed through the hole. Gets him the first down.
So it's a first down. We're on the 44. Trying to draw them offsides. They're going to regroup here. We got a little audible coming from the sidelines. Forrester calls the play into the rest of his offense, and here we go. Handoff to Neal, and he still picks up some yards, gain of about 4 there.
On a play that probably shouldn't have got 4 yards, Neal was able to get 4 yards, put his head down and hit the hole hard. There wasn't much of a hole there. Like you said, he only gets about 4 yards on the play.
Generates a lot of speed coming out of the backfield very quickly.
He does. He looks a lot. Him and Young look quite alike when they're running the ball. They have a lot of speed and a lot of power. That's rare.
Forrester's ready. One in the backfield, got somebody in the slot. Going to be a handoff again. Just keep going to him. This time I believe that was Ellis, and he stopped relatively quickly.
Yeah, Ellis was hit quick there by Matthew Miller. And then the rest of the Pirates got in. You'll see here on the Kaiser LP replay. A whole gang of them get in after Miller makes the initial hit.
That's what they call group tackling, and that's
That
what
is
they're
group
at. They
tackling.
swarm it. Yeah. All right, so Newport's got to get something going. They're at 3rd and 7. We'll see what they do. Forrester has passed the football tonight. He's going to do it here. Looks left side, goes left side, pass complete, good move. Kreit has it, Kreit pushes forward. Let's get a little yards after catch, and we're at the 15. What a play on both sides of that football.
My goodness, he got an extra 5 yards after the initial contact, but right here you'll see again, he cuts his route short, sticks it right in the hole, makes one defender miss, and then once he's hit, he gets an extra 5. And you mentioned Kreit earlier, he can do almost anything.
Lots of yards after the catch there, 1st and 10. We're in the red zone for the Hounds. Right side, Neal has it, finds a little bit of a gap, but he does gain some yards. And Newport all of a sudden has a good-looking drive here going.
Big first down on that 3rd down, and Neal does what he does and gets 3 to 4 yards.
From seeing this Newport team last year to this year, they are so much more mature. And Forrester has been incredible to me, but he's just a sophomore.
Right, Forrester has done a great job passing the ball. And like you said, he's just a sophomore, and he's shown a lot of promise.
Empty backfield now as Neal goes in motion. Left side, screen pass. Kreit, touchdown.
Great play.
That's a screen pass. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. And you just mentioned Forrester. What an arm. He's a sophomore, and he's really slung the ball around tonight. Kaiser LP replay. They get the ball back to Kreit. Great block. He does the rest. Hits in the end zone. Touchdown.
Noguez will kick and attempt the extra point. Gosnell does not appear they will be kicking extra points tonight. They'll be going for 2. So this is an advantage, especially when you start talking late in the game. We're only in the 2nd quarter, but it could become an advantage. Noguez looks solid kicking.
Yeah, you're right. Those points add up, especially when the 2-point conversions are failed for the other side.
Kick is up. Kick is good. So all of a sudden it's 14-6 on a good, solid drive by the Newport Greyhounds. They have the lead. Gosnell will try to make a comeback run just before the half. We're at 3:03. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with you here on Tubetown.
Whether it's a night out on the town or a special occasion, visit Bistro 1121 in Blytheville. Live music on Tuesday, prime rib special on Friday. Bistro 1121 on East Main in Blytheville. Perkins Restaurant and Family Bakery in Blytheville, newly renovated and open 5:30 a.m. until 11 p.m. daily. Stop by for any meal, anytime, or take home delicious sweets from our bakery. Perkins Restaurant and Family Bakery in Blytheville.
There's us. There's our main man, Nathan, there, and All three of which, Nathan doing an excellent job up here. And
Doing
it's
the
tight up
best.
here. You have to climb a ladder to get up here.
Nathan, by far the best talent in the box tonight.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not sure if I'm even going to get down, so I may be here next week.
We got a little cord here to lower you down. We'll strap it to your belt buckle.
Yeah, you'll have to rappel me down. So if you get a call later about somebody using a forklift to get a person off, that is me.
Hey,
Completely.
Nathan can handle us. It's all
He's
right.
good.
He'll
He's
get us
got
down.
us.
I believe in him.
All right, 14-6. Newport's going to kick off. Gosnell needs to get some momentum back here. He was down. He had a knee when he caught it. And that was picked up there by Matthew Miller, but he's going to be down probably around the 27.
He wanted to run with it. He just happened to have his knee on the ground.
He took the outfielder stance when he was trying to read the hop, and he had it on the ground when he caught the football. So it's down right where he stood.
That's the outfielder stance who's not confident.
That was it. That's what it was. And he just wanted to make sure he caught it,
Right.
which is good because they have good field position anyway. Gosnell's going to continue their run towards the end zone. They got 3 minutes to do it, and Partee is under center again. Left side. And he's going to pick up about 5 there. That's McShann on the run.
And it's hard to say which one of these running backs is the best running backs, but McShann has really showed some glimpses of good capability tonight. I mean, that huge run earlier in the night got called back, but a great run there, and he shows some speed and great cuts there in the hole.
When you start talking about highlight reel backs, that's McShann.
Yeah, you're right.
You got
That's
two
it.
other power backs. But McShann is going to be your highlight reel back here tonight. There's going to be a lot of work done by Young, by Boyd, by Carthon, but McShann is your back, and he's got the football again. Left side to the 45 before he's pushed out of bounds. And Newport needs to be very careful when they're hitting around the out-of-bounds line because that was close to a hit out of bounds on that side of the football. Again, no flag.
A good little run there, but a great little block there in front by Pascal to get that.
Holding against the Pirates is called. Didn't see a flag along that sideline, but that's going to back them up, which is rough for them because they were close to a first down, and now all of a sudden it's going to be second and long for them. Well, they're going to back it up 10 yards. That ought to have us right about the original marker and the original spot of the ball on this drive.
And holding really the only problem tonight for either side when it comes to penalties.
You got two different types of lines here facing each other. Gosnell's bigger, Newport's faster. That's where the holding's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got a fumble right out of the gate. Looked like Partee fell back on it, though. And he did.
Good play by Partee to just drop on it on the Kaiser LP replay. Instead of trying to pick it up and make something of it, just drop on it.
That's a good shot of that right there. You saw right what happened.
Great
Who's
shot.
down there?
That's Rich.
That's Rich. That's,
Of course that's Rich
old
with
Rich
that great
there.
shot.
That's Rich.
That is Rich. Great shot, Richard.
You know, because that's the thing. We can't see everything, and he had a good angle. But Richard can.
That sideline cam is sweet.
That's where it's at. We've had a couple good angles from that tonight. All right, we're back at it here on the football field, and we're going to pass.
There's the pass.
Over the top. We're going to have a pass interference, no doubt about it there.
Oh, that's tough. I don't think he would have caught it anyway, but he got bailed out there. Penalty's going to be on Fryer from Newport.
He was definitely, if the ball was in their range, it was definitely pass interference. The question becomes, did he hold him up enough? That's what the officials are going to tell you there.
And that's definitely what the back judge thought, and that's what he told the white hat, and that'll be the call.
So that's a pretty good sized penalty. Doesn't hurt in high school as much as it hurts at other levels on the pass interference call, but it's still a big play here. That is going to be a First Delta Bank first down thanks to the pass interference call. So 1st and 10, and we are just shy of midfield as Gosnell all of a sudden has a good look at it.
Yeah, might as well have been a complete pass because they have a first down.
I was just shocked they threw the football.
I was too. I would have lost the bet tonight. I didn't think they would, but 3rd and deep, they went for it.
Didn't look like a bad pass by Partee. We got a reverse play in the backfield, double handoff, and we're across midfield in a very similar play that we saw to the touchdown earlier.
I thought Carthon Jr. was coming around the right side with it, but they handed it off to McShann for a nice little gain, a little trickery there. And we've talked about that earlier. This offense is about deception.
And deceptive it was. Here's Partee. He's going to throw again. Over the top, got a man open if he hits him, and he does, and we've got a touchdown, Pirates.
What a great play.
And he hit him in stride. Who says the Pirates can't throw the football, man?
Partee's 1-for-1 touchdown, a 48-yard touchdown.
Here's our Kaiser LP Gas replay, and basically hit his man in stride. They're going to go for 2 here, I would assume. And if they get it, we're going to have a tie ball game, and that's exactly what the Pirates needed.
Both of these teams have really kicked it up here in the second quarter, throwing up a lot of points. And Gosnell may tie it up here. They're going for 2.
So just what the doctor ordered here at the Pirate ship for the home guys. Here we go. Left side, he's going to get it.
McShann's got it. Tie ball
We
game.
got a tie football game. Yes, we do. It's 14-all with 47 seconds left. We're going to keep it right here as we near halftime. And Alex, I can tell you, Gosnell needed that.
They really did. And what a big play. A 48-yard touchdown pass. They didn't think they were going to throw it again because it was first down and maybe second down. I'm not sure. But anyway, actually 2nd and 5, but 48-yard touchdown by Partee. Great pass.
Well, and let me tell you, if Partee can throw the football like that, the speed on that corner, that was incredible. And he hit him in stride. He threw a good spiral. And that's what I'm saying. Partee's a good quarterback. They run the football a lot because that's where the talent is.
Mm-hmm. And 1-for-1. How's that for the season? 1
for
touchdown. That's a pretty good, what'd you say, quarterback rating?
QBR.
QBR, whatever that is.
I don't know how they calculate that, but it's good.
The algorithm would say that is good.
Yes. So we're tied at 14, and we got a dogfight at the Pirate ship.
This is what we wanted. We wanted a close game and a good game, and it's been that.
Kickoff. Going to go off of his foot. Cried has picked it up. He's going to dance a little. He's got a guy around his feet. That was actually Neal on the reception there. 25-yard line is going to be where it starts for Newport. They got 40 seconds to drive here.
40 seconds, and I thought if either team was able to do it in 48 seconds, it would be them because of their passing game. But what do I know? Gosnell just chunked it down the field for a touchdown. So great passing on both sides tonight.
Forrester can pass the football, and we'll see what they do. Whether they decide to play it safe. They've got a couple options here. They can play it safe and just go into halftime with it tied. All new ball game second half, or they can go for the lead. We've got a run play to start off with. Neal has it, and he's going to move it on forward to about the 40. You start getting closer to midfield, you can start being a little more aggressive.
Newport's coaches are pointing downfield saying go, go, go.
First Delta Bank first down, and we got new life. Clock stops on first downs in high school football as the chains move. 34 seconds left on the clock. This ought to be fun. High snap over Forrester's head. He's just got to fall on it.
And I bet that will do it for the half.
That's probably it.
The clock does stop on first downs for them to get the chain reset in high school football, but after that, I think you call it quits for the half, and everybody be happy. It's still a tie ball game.
That could have been a disaster. It was not. We have a timeout called by Newport. So,
okay.
Well, you would think that's not going to be the case, so they do take a timeout.
We don't know if they have a trick up their sleeve here, if they just want to make sure they don't turn the ball over. We'll see.
Well, if it's 12 seconds, in my opinion, it better eat 12 seconds, whatever play you're going to run. And that could have been disastrous right there, what just happened, the snap going over Forrester's head. We will hope that whatever they come out with here is safe. And I would say if you're Newport, you're happy taking a whole new ball game into the second half, but they did just give up the last touchdown. A lot of times that team, Gosnell certainly has the momentum after that last drive, but not by much, so we'll see what they do. They did call a timeout. 12 ticks left on our half clock here. Forrester's in the backfield, 2 men with him. He's going to hand it off, and he does have room. Neal is down. That should take us to halftime unless, we'll see.
Nope, they called one more timeout.
That should be their last timeout.
And they're going to have a hard time beating the defenders, the D-backs, because they have about 6 guys back, so run or pass, it's going to be tough getting past that second wave of defenders from Gosnell. They will have time for one more play.
They have one more timeout, but one more play is about all they've got time for. We got 1 second. Looks like the officials have set the game clock to 1 second. It had expired, but that was not the case. Timeout was taken before time ran out. So Newport's going to see what happens. 2 approaches here. You put it on the ground, see if your back can make a big play, or you throw it long and make sure you don't give up a pick 6. It's going to be a prevent defense, certainly, for Gosnells. They're going to have 5 guys way back.
Yeah, you're right. 5 guys back. 6 guys on the line, and they're going to bring, it looks like they'll bring 6 defenders, and they will.
Forrester's going to go for it. Deep over the middle, pass is incomplete, and that will send us to halftime. We are all square at 14. We'll have a brand new ball game in the third quarter as these 2 teams giving us exactly what we wanted tonight.
What a great half of football.
Good half of football. We're going to talk some more about it a little bit later, but we're going to take a quick break as we head to the locker rooms, tied at 14 here in Gosnell.
We are more than daily transactions. We are more than checks and debit cards. We are more than farmland. For the people of Poinsett County, we are more than just a bank. At First Delta Bank, we see the world through the eyes of our customers because we know that our customers are our most valuable investment. We are proud of who we are and want to earn your banking business. We are First Delta Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Kaiser LP Gas Company is a family-owned propane company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural customers in Craighead, Crittenden, Poinsett, and Mississippi counties in northeast Arkansas. Located on Highway 181 South in Kaiser, Arkansas, Kaiser LP Gas can fill all of your propane needs, whether it's for farm equipment, your home, or business. Kaiser LP Gas has you covered. Call today at 870-526-2198.
Whether it's a night out on the town or a special occasion, visit Bistro 1121 in Blytheville. Live music on Tuesday, prime rib special on Friday. Bistro 1121 on East Main in Blytheville. Perkins Restaurant and Family Bakery in Blytheville, newly renovated and open 5:30 a.m. until 11 p.m. daily. Stop by for any meal, anytime, or take home delicious sweets from our bakery. Perkins Restaurant and Family Bakery in Blytheville.
Update your style with Days Clothing in downtown Blytheville. Days has all the brands you love. Casual or formal, Days has a style that will fit you perfectly. Days Clothing is also your local gym's formal wear provider. Update your wardrobe with a new style from Days Clothing today. Days Clothing, 322 West Main in historic downtown Blytheville.
Technology was supposed to make Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
Okay, listen up. You might have a job or you might not. But ask yourself, is this what I really want to do for a living? Maybe it's time to change your career. You know, make a better life for you and your family. ASU Newport's welding program can give you a new career that pays more than your old job. And if you qualify, you can learn to weld for free. That's right, free, not 1 red cent. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to see if you qualify for the free welding program at ASU Newport in Jonesboro.
Hit your target this hunting season with M&D Outfitters in Blytheville. M&D Outfitters is your source for boots, waders, headgear, hunting backpacks, and clothing from all the major lines. M&D also specializes in accessories for your weapon to help you shoot straight and bring home your limit. Before your big hunting trip, stop by M&D Outfitters on Main Street in Blytheville.
Farmers Bank & Trust offers instant image debit cards. Showcase your school spirit, your grandkids, your pet, or your favorite sport. Walk in, open an account, and walk out of the bank with an instant image debit card ready to use. Finally, a debit card as unique as you from Farmers Bank & Trust. Traditional banking at its best. Farmers Bank & Trust, with locations in Blytheville, Gosnell, and Manila. Member FDIC.
Now guess what? Y'all are fixing to find out what energy is all about. I am a firm believer in weight training, strength and conditioning, and improving yourself physically and setting yourself apart from the rest of the world. You can be a good athlete or you can be an elite athlete. And it is a mindset. It is a lifestyle. The ones that set themselves apart are the ones who are willing to sacrifice and dedicate their lives to this goal. My grades don't matter. If they want me, they'll come get me. My grades don't matter. I'm gonna get in. Don't you believe that? This coach is going to look at you and say, hey, we're going to look at his film. We're going to see if he can play at our level. If he's a linebacker, we're going to see if he feels downhill, okay? If he hits with his eyes up, if he shoots his hands. If he's an offensive lineman, can he step, okay? Does he use his hands good? Got good hips, flexibility. Does he reload his hips, okay? If he's a defensive back, does he open up in the coverage? Does he run the alley? Does he hit like a freight train? If he's a wide receiver, soft hands, good hands, gets open. Second level gear, if he's a running back, great vision, sees the hole, hits the hole, gets north and south. If he's a quarterback, throws in tight windows, throws the great deep ball, throws a good out route, deep out route, has every throw, big arm, smart, doesn't make mistakes, protects the ball, wins games. These are the evaluations you get. If you want to go to the Division I level, that's only 1.5% of 100 people. If you want to go to the SEC, The Big 10, the Big 12, the Pac-12, or the ACC, the big conferences, that's 0.5%. That's rare air. National Scouting Report is the nation's oldest and most respected scouting organization in the world. We've been doing this since 1980. We started this. I'm one of y'all. I'm one of y'all. I was y'all's age, wanting to go play college football. And that's what I do. I help get you there.
And welcome back to the pirate ship here in Gosnell as the band performs their rendition. I believe it was Mary Poppins is what's going on right now, that's what you're looking at. But our game on the field prior to halftime has been about everything you could hope for in a Week 1 matchup, Alex.
Oh, my goodness, yeah, it has. First quarter got off to a slow start. Everybody looked to be shaking the rust off, but the second quarter got around, and Newport struck first with a nice 15-yard touchdown from Jerry Ellis, and that really got things going there to start. And then they answered, Gosnell answered with a 5-yard run from Kadarius Young. He's done a great job tonight pounding it out. And then later, Cash Forrester threw a touchdown to Jay Cright, 14-yard touchdown there. And then Brandon Partee answered by chunking a 48-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion by Ronnie McShane was good, and that's how we have gotten to where we're at, 14-14.
And takeaways from this that we talked about pregame and perhaps our storylines would be that both teams will throw the football, and Gosnell, with Partee in particular, has shown he can throw the football. Look, we knew Forrester pretty well out of the gate could throw it, but Partee threw some shots early.
He really did, and if you would have asked me before the game who was going to throw a 48-yard touchdown, there was no way I would have guessed Gosnell, because they run the ball so well, and that's just what they pride themselves on. But they were able to sneak up on the Greyhounds of Newport, and Partee getting a 48-yard touchdown pass. Great pass.
We'll talk some more about this game here in a moment. We're going to get you around the rest of the state and Tennessee as well. What we have, Rivercrest is trailing Paragould 15-0 at the half. Now that's a score to note. Paragould with a new head coach this season. Brooklyn leads Cedar Ridge 20-7. Brooklyn come a long way as a program, so does Cedar Ridge. Harrisburg 12-8. EPC leads Augusta 22-14. That was a matchup I thought would be a really good one, and it appears that is the case. Highland leads Harding Academy 12-7. Wynn leads Marion 6-3. I would not have anticipated that game being as low scoring as it is. Right now, of course, Arkansas State in their home opener against Toledo tonight at Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro. There is no score in that game at this time. Football getting started all around. We have Arkansas State tonight, Arkansas high school football tonight. Arkansas opens tomorrow, so and great weather for all of it. Folks out and about, and we have a good one here in Gosnell, and reading off the scores I just read, I think we're at the right one.
Yeah, it's a very good game, and like you said, football's starting everywhere, and here in the South and almost everywhere in America, I feel like the year gets started when fall hits. It's not January 1st, it's the fall. Everybody's getting things going, school's back in session, and it's a great night for high school football here, and I think we did a great job by Marcus down there. We're here at the right game.
Excellent decision-making there.
Great decision.
Mumford also turning to Tennessee and some schools we track over there. Mumford leads Wooddale 14-8 at the half. Brighton also leading their game over there. And again, looking around the state, first night of football, 14-all here at Gosnell between these two teams. You would imagine you didn't see it all in the first half from both teams. I thought we might see Gosnell pass a little bit in the second half. I knew Partee could pass it. I didn't think we'd see him pass it much, but the big touchdown there early. What do you think one of these two teams has to do in the second half to get things going for them?
I think the team that will come out on top is the team with the less penalties. Just don't commit penalties. That has been a real killer. There's been several times in this game Gosnell has had it within the 20, and they were backed up because of a holding call. And in high school football and almost any level of football, if you can win on the penalty side, you're going to win the game. And I think that's the most important stat of this second half, as it's a tie ball game. It's really anybody's ball game, as these are really two evenly matched teams.
Gosnell probably has the lead if they don't get that touchdown called back there early.
You're right.
It put them in the red zone, and they came all the way back. Another update score, Nettleton playing Pocahontas. Nettleton leads 14-12 at the half. Looking across the board in football, there's some teams that are different than what we've traditionally seen in the past. Nettleton is one of those. They're significantly improved under Stephen Hampton. Pocahontas has been great under Charles Beatty. These two teams, on the other hand, have lost a lot. There's not as much consistency here, but from what I've seen, they've got two good football teams on the field here tonight, both of them.
Yeah, and going into conference play, when they do, it's really great that they get this experience playing teams like this. It's really even, like you said, and it really shows a lot of promise for both teams. They've played really well for it being the first game of the season. A little rust with the penalties, but there's been some really great execution. The line has played great on both sides of the ball for both teams, and very few negative plays. Most of the time these running backs, even if it's a stop, they're getting 3 to 4 yards, and it's really been an exciting half of football as we see the Hounds of Newport coming back out.
All right, we got enough time for one more break. Second half of football coming your way. Gosnell is the location. Tubetown is the medium. We'll be right back here from Gosnell.
We are more than daily transactions. We are more than checks and debit cards. We are more than farmland. For the people of Poinsett County, we are more than just a bank. At First Delta Bank, we see the world through the eyes of our customers, because we know that our customers are our most valuable investment. We are proud of who we are and want to earn your banking business. We are First Delta Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Kaiser LP Gas Company is a family-owned propane company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural customers in Craighead, Crittenden, Poinsett, and Mississippi counties in northeast Arkansas. Located on Highway 181 South in Kaiser, Arkansas, Kaiser LP Gas can fill all of your propane needs, whether it's for farm equipment, your home, or business. Kaiser LP Gas has you covered. Call today at 870-526-2198.
Whether it's a night out on the town or a special occasion, visit Bistro 1121 in Blytheville. Live music on Tuesday, prime rib special on Friday. Bistro 1121 on East Main in Blytheville. Perkins Restaurant and Family Bakery in Blytheville, newly renovated and open 5:30 a.m. until 11 p.m. daily. Stop by for any meal, anytime, or take home delicious sweets from our bakery. Perkins Restaurant and Family Bakery in Blytheville.
Update your style with Days Clothing in downtown Blytheville. Days has all the brands you love. Casual or formal, Days has a style that will fit you perfectly. Days Clothing is also your local gym's formal wear provider. Update your wardrobe with a new style from Days Clothing today. Days Clothing, 322 West Main in historic downtown Blytheville.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home, technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
Okay, listen up. You might have a job or you might not. But ask yourself, is this what I really want to do for a living? Maybe it's time to change your career. You know, make a better life for you and your family. ASU Newport's welding program can give you a new career that pays more than your old job. And if you qualify, you can learn to weld for free. That's right, free, not 1 red cent. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to see if you qualify for the free welding program at ASU Newport in Jonesboro.
Hit your target this hunting season with M&D Outfitters in Blytheville. M&D Outfitters is your source for boots, waders, headgear, hunting backpacks, and clothing from all the major lines. M&D also specializes in accessories for your weapon to help you shoot straight and bring home your limit. Before your big hunting trip, stop by M&D Outfitters on Main Street in Blytheville.
Farmers Bank and Trust offers instant image debit cards. Showcase your school spirit, your grandkids, your pet, or your favorite sport. Walk in, open an account, and walk out of the bank with an instant image debit card ready to use. Finally, a debit card as unique as you from Farmers Bank and Trust. Traditional banking at its best. Farmers Bank and Trust, with locations in Blytheville, Gosnell, and Manila. Member FDIC.
And welcome back to Gosnell here on Tubetown. The Pirates are stretching it out, the Greyhounds are stretching it out, and we are just about set for the second half of play, and we've got a whole new ball game. Blake Gwynn, Alex Smith here with you calling this one, and it's been a privilege to be watching this particular game between two teams who have really come out and, for the most part, had solid games.
I mean, life is good.
It is good.
We're getting to watch high school football. Great night, and two great teams. Great half by both teams, and it's still 0-0 of 14-14, but both teams have the same chance to win here, and it's really just been a great night of football, and I'm excited the season started, and I'm excited for A-State and Toledo going on right now, and the Hogs tomorrow.
Good weekend.
Good weekend.
Good weekend.
Labor Day weekend.
It is, and it's cool. It's a holiday weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, and it's always an exciting time to get this thing started. And I know it's exciting for these players, but just like with us, when we were talking in the break, you knock rust off when you don't call games for a while. Mm-hmm. These guys have not played against a competitive team besides 7-on-7s for a while. There seemed to be some rust to knock off on both sides of it, but it looked like there towards the end of the half they had done that.
Yeah, it really did. Right when that second quarter got going, both teams really played some good football. A little bit of a recap here. That's Crite there, and you talked about him, how there's always a Crite, and they're always athletic. Great cut there. That was the first touchdown of the night by Jerry Ellis. And there's the second one of the night, but the first one of the night, and that was by Kadarius Young. And, you know, really great running plays tonight. Like you said, everybody's shaking off the rust, and this looks like good quality football. They look like they're in midseason form.
Screen pass is harder to execute than it looks like they executed that one well, and then here's probably the most surprising play of the night.
He caught him right in his stride. Really great catch, really great pass. 48 yards for the touchdown. Partee, 1 for 1 on the year, 48-yard touchdown. Really great way to start the year, and like you said, that's a high QBR.
The final 24 minutes of football coming your way from Gosnell as Newport will kick off. Gosnell will receive to start the second half. Ellis is going to be our kicker for the Hounds. Back deep to receive is McShann. I'm not 100% sure they're going to kick to him. Not 100% sure I blame them.
No, and I feel like they've tried to keep the ball out of his hands tonight.
They are. They're going left. That's going to be a penalty.
They would rather take the penalty. I don't think that was intentional, of course, but they would rather it go there than in McShann's hands.
Not the worst outcome, but that kick does go out of bounds. It's going to be an illegal procedure. We're going to go a pretty good distance up the field, so it's going to be good. We're going to have a re-kick here is what we're going to do.
They will re-kick it.
Either way, they're probably not going to kick it to McShan. Their goal is to kick it to one of those guys on the side, make them field it, perhaps even just down it, make them fall on it.
No big
But
returns.
there's playmakers all around.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. No big returns for either team tonight.
This one's going to be better. If they let it go, it's out of bounds again.
Same spot.
That's good thinking there by Partee. He could have caught it, but he would have had to jump to catch it. Instead, he let it go.
Ellis is consistent. Puts it in the same spot. 2 kicks in a row.
So the option is for Gosnell. They can take the yardage or they can make them re-kick.
And they're saying bring
They're
it.
going to re-kick it.
They're saying bring it again. We want you to kick it. We want to return it.
This is okay. If you're putting this in golf terms, this is the tin cup. You know,
I like that too.
that's what it is.
It is.
And they're backing up a little further each time because the penalty on that is they're going to be kicking now from the 30. So each time, Gosnell inches a little further up the field, and eventually they'll fall on one of them.
And if you get a return from McShan, or like you said, if you keep doing this, your field position, if your Gosnell is just going to keep getting better.
Partee's standing on the 40, so if it goes to him, they're going to go right up the gut here. It is picked up, and we're about to midfield. So that's, if you're the Pirates, a couple of real heady plays over there on the sideline by their players to let those go out of bounds. They've got good field position to start the second half.
They sure do, and they've started the game, started every possession, I should say, around midfield. That was Devin Burks there. He probably should have let McShan have that one, but he took it for a nice gain, and they have great possession to start the second half.
I was not sure how long that would go on, but I figured eventually Newport was just going to kick it down the gut. That's what they did. So here we go, the wing offense for Gosnell. Partee under center, 3 in the backfield, motion left, and here we go. McShan's got it. Cross midfield, and we're going to have a holding call in the backfield.
I would assume that's a holding. That's usually what it is when the flag is in that area, and it will be. They're going to take them back 10.
And again, I brought this up earlier, probably a big part of this problem, Newport's a little quicker on the line.
They are, like you said, they have a lot more speed. Gosnell is bigger. The Hounds have the speed, and we'll see what wins out.
I will tell you, though, Daryl Hardiman is 6'5" and 345 pounds for Newport.
We'll just say that. There's that.
And that's incredible.
And he's going to block up that middle really well. There's not many players that big in any line of football.
Right. Newport's just gone to the outside for the most part, or around him. That's what they did there. This is Carthon. And he is just past the 45, so a good, powerful run there by him.
Yeah, really great run by him. He was hit hard, but Carthon didn't really phase him. He got an extra yard out of it. Still a long way to go for a first down.
And just when you think Gosnell is bogged down on offense, they're second and long here. They can be very explosive. It doesn't look like it, but McShan has the speed. Carthon goes in motion. He's going to get it. He goes right side. And good tackle in the backfield right there.
Yeah, and you mentioned Hardiman, 6'5", 345. The last 2 plays, they've went away from him. And it's going to be interesting to see if they try to keep going away from him.
Julius Pruitt got Carthon by the jersey and pulled him straight backwards. It looked like he was headed for a first down. Good tackle there by Newport. 3rd and 11 here, so a lot of distance to cover.
Be interesting to see if they try to pass it again on 3rd down.
Motion from Carthon. He drops back almost in a similar type of I formation. They do have McShan in the slot over there to the right. Kind of the wing position. I don't know if you can really call that a slot. It's more of a wing. And a timeout for Gosnell.
Gosnell's going to think it over. They ran a little motion there, and everybody looked back at the coach for the play. I'm not sure if they were trying to get the Hounds off sides with that little bit of motion. Regardless, they called a timeout. They're going to think about it, talk it over, see what they're going to do here on 3rd and long.
Let's take a quick break. 14 all here in the third quarter in Gosnell.
We are more than daily transactions. We are more than checks and debit cards. We are more than farmland. For the people of Poinsett County, we are more than just a bank. At First Delta Bank, we see the world through the eyes of our customers because we know that our customers are our most valuable investment. We are proud of who we are and want to earn your banking business. We are First Delta Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Right back to it on 3rd and long. McShann's got it left side.
Ooh.
And he goes out of bounds. Late hit, hits the bench, and there's flags everywhere over there. He was pushed late out of bounds. And that's a little chippy right there.
That's scary. Great first hit when he was hit inbounds. They stopped the Gosnell Pirates before they got the first down, but once McShann got over there, he was hit over the benches, and that is really scary.
It's going to be a first down for Gosnell. It was a blatant late hit by Newport. I mentioned in the first half they had been doing that some around the sidelines, and it's aggressive football. That's good. But as crossed a line there as McShann was pushed into the bench over on Gosnell's side of the football field.
And none of these late hits really seem heinous. It just seems that these fellas have been waiting for months to get out on the field and hit somebody, and when they get the opportunity, they're going to do it. But nobody seems to be, up in arms tonight. It's just everybody's ready to play football.
You want them to be a little chippy.
You want
that's
that.
always
That's
always
what
okay.
It's all about.
We don't want anybody to get hurt, but you're right. It's nothing heinous. They're not doing it on purpose. So, Partee under center, motion left. McShann gets the pitch. McShann is stopped immediately in the backfield, and he is going to lose big-time yardage. And judging by where the white hat is looking, that's going to be a big loss.
Tyler Linville leading the way there for the Greyhounds. He wrapped up McShann. And then the rest of them come in. Great stop. He threw him to the ground. 9:40 left to go here. A slow start, but still good football here at the start of the second half.
Mark Tree trying to make a comeback against Clarendon. They're down 23-14 in the second quarter. Gosnell rushes up to the line. Lots of motion. Young gets this one, stumbles in the backfield, but then explodes forward before he's finally hit. It is going to bring up 3rd and long, though, for the Pirates.
Pruitt laying the smackdown. That was another double reverse, the second one we've seen tonight from Gosnell. Nice little gain there, but Pruitt laying the lumber, bringing it to a stop.
At Cross County, they had the lead against Harrisburg at the start of the third quarter, 24-12.
A lot of good games, and I heard you say earlier Highland had the lead on Harding. It's going to be interesting to see how that ends up because Highland is usually good at football, but Harding always great.
Everything. Here we go for Gosnell again, trying to break this tie. It's going to be a pass play. Partee to the right side. He's got a man open, and it's a touchdown.
Touchdown McShann. Off from the 31. Partee 2 for 2 on the year, 2 touchdowns.
That pass just a little short, but McShann went back and got it and then still had his feet underneath him to go get it. Here's the Kaiser LP Gas replay.
A wobbly ball. McShann gets it. He gets some contact there from Fryer inside the 10, but he's able to take it in. Touchdown. What a great play. Who would have thought Gosnell would have 2 touchdown passes tonight?
They would have more touchdown passes than they did running touchdowns. We're going to go for 2 here as well. So just like that, advantage Gosnell. Left side, McShann is going to be spun in a circle like a washing machine, and he goes down. So it will be 20-14, 8:25 left in the third quarter. We're going to take a quick break as Gosnell has the lead here at the Pirate Ship on Tubetown.
Kaiser LP Gas Company is a family-owned propane company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural customers in Craighead, Crittenden, Poinsett, and Mississippi counties in northeast Arkansas. Located on Highway 181 South in Kaiser, Arkansas, Kaiser LP Gas can fill all of your propane needs, whether it's for farm equipment, your home, or business. Kaiser LP Gas has you covered. Call today at 870-526-2198.
Kaiser LP Gas providing our replays all night long here for us on Tubetown. First Delta Bank is our first down sponsor as well. Appreciate them because they have allowed us to have a lot of fun here this evening at the Pirates.
Sure enough.
Short kick, but no yardage gained. There's a flag, and that one probably okay.
That was a close call there, but it's close enough to the Greyhound sideline. The fans may have swayed them. It was close. They'll talk it over, and you see on the replay here, he was going down.
Connor Prince looked to be on the ground. Probably not the first hit that did it, probably the second. But Gosnell does have the lead 20-14. The personal foul will give Newport pretty good field position. Neither team really the past, I'd say, 3 possessions having problems moving the ball. That's not really been an issue. So now the pressure becomes on the Gosnell defense to hold this lead.
And neither team wanting to kick it deep, and we saw there that was just about 10 yards, but that's not what you want to do. You're already kicking it short. You don't want to give them a penalty there after that big score.
Forrester hands it off to Neal. Neal tripped up quickly in the backfield, about the 40-yard line.
It looks like he was tripped up there by number 54, Tucker Thompson.
Second 9, only a yard gained on that last play. In the gun for Newport. Forrester takes the snap, goes to Neal. Neal busts right up the middle and a good run, and he is short of the first down marker, but still a great run there of about 8 yards. Does bring up 3rd and short.
Neil Young doing what he does best, Kaiser LP replay. He gets hit at about 3 yards after the run, and he ends up grinding it out for another 5 yards. Nice 8-yard gain, 3rd and short.
See what they go to here. They do have 3 options in the backfield, and it's going to be Neal again, right up the gut, generating speed right out of the backfield. First Delta Bank first down.
And you can't ask for more out of your running backs whenever they can continuously get you 5 to 8 yards every carry. That's what Neal's done all night. He'll get a breather for it.
3 straight carries for him. Now there's 2 in the backfield with Forrester. He's going to hand it off to Ellis. Ellis right side, hit in the backfield and stopped. Looks like it'll be no gain on that play.
Matthew Miller on the stop. Great job of holding on to Ellis after he hit him. No gain.
Gosnell's defense has shown the ability to stop that run. But a couple of pass plays have been what has done it in on the outside for the Pirates on defense.
Very persistent defense this drive from Gosnell. No big plays from the Hounds, but they've been grinding it out. Second and long now.
Neal and Forrester in the backfield. Goes to Neal. Neal back up the middle, hit hard, but still on his feet. And he goes down at about the 24.
Boy, he was hit hard, and it took a gang of Gosnell Pirates to bring him down.
He is a little bit more slender in build, but he's still got the power there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a screen pass from the Hounds here. That's where they've had the most success tonight from their passing game and those little slants. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a little screen here. We've had real good success for them tonight.
We do have Kreit on the left side. It's a rollout play. Forrester rolling, Forrester passing, hits Neal. He's got room on the right side, jukes up, cuts back middle, and he's stopped at the 5. Forrester rolled out to the left side and then threw it back right.
And it's a little, you'll see on the Kaiser LP replay, they looked like they were going to roll out and throw it deep to the left end zone. Neal set up for the screen, and lucky there wasn't a holding call there, but Neal gets it inside the 5.
And Kreit was open left side, but it worked out for him anyway. On the 5, Newport knocking on the door. Handoff, Neal up the gut, it's close. Fumble into the end zone, and Gosnell has picked it up. Touchback.
My goodness, Blake, how unlucky can you get? Everybody's looking around. What's the call?
All right, we've got a discussion here. It looked like are they gonna give that? Because the argument could be that forward progress was stopped for Newport, and it could be a legitimate argument.
And it's rare that Neal's forward progress stops, and that's right, it wasn't. They're going to call it a touchback. Gosnell, my goodness, it was almost a tie game, Blake.
Replay should provide some evidence. Definitely a fumble.
Man, was it close to being in. It was a fumble, but they're going to get it on the 20-yard line, and it couldn't be any better for Gosnell right now as
That's
Newport
huge.
was about to punch it in.
That is a massive call. So instead of it being 2nd and goal for Newport, it is now 1st and 10 from the 20 for Gosnell. That is big, a big-time play.
And I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of running, and Gosnell could very well end this third quarter with it in their possession with 5:08 left to go with the offense they run.
They can eat the clock, and I wouldn't risk a turnover, especially as good as your run game is. McShann gets the pitch left side. There is people in the backfield, and he goes out of bounds, short gain. And we got a cramp on the field for Gosnell.
We hope that's just a cramp. It is early in the season. You see that a lot early in the season. Guys aren't educated enough yet to stay hydrated, as they'll learn later in the season. Hopefully that is what it is, though.
It's Levi Ketchum. Looks like he's stretching his right leg there. So let me tell you, the cramp can be a lot more painful than a lot of other things.
Man, that gets me out of bed sometimes. Quickest I've ever got or moved is because of a cramp. My goodness.
All right, so while they tend to the injured player on the Gosnell side of the football, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, 20-14 Pirates.
Update your style with Days Clothing in downtown Blytheville. Days has all the brands you love. Casual or formal, Days has a style that will fit you perfectly. Days Clothing is also your local gym's formal wear provider. Update your wardrobe with a new style from Days Clothing today. Days Clothing, 322 West Main in historic downtown Blytheville.
And we have a, looks like a knotted up calf muscle there for one of our Gosnell Pirates. They are stretching it. That's, you mentioned you do see that a lot. Watching Tennessee Appalachian State last night, Appalachian State seemed to have a lot of trouble with that. And these are college athletes. So certainly something you see. It's not hot tonight, but hopefully that's all that is.
Perfect night for football, and yeah, it looks like he just got a little dinged up there if it's not a cramp, and thankfully there hasn't been many injuries tonight. That's one of the first ones that's put a stop in the game. I'm sure there's some fellas dinged up, but that's the only stoppage in game we've had from injury, so good to see that.
3-0. Arkansas State has finally scored a field goal against Toledo over in Jonesboro. 1 minute left in the first.
Okay, and you'd figure that game would be a lot more high scoring than it is, and it may turn out that way as this game did.
All right, so Gosnell should have just a ton of momentum on their side after the fumble into the end zone gives it back to them after there was a certain scoring opportunity for Newport. McShann gets it up the middle, and he gets a few yards on a carry up the gut.
Great team defense again by the Hounds.
Kind of a windy night here in Gosnell, and sitting up here in the tower, one could say it might be a little chilly.
Yeah.
Not cold.
It could be, but it's better than mosquitoes, and we've had that in the past opening season.
I'm fine with it.
This is great weather.
It's a hot-natured guy. It's working out very, very well. So Gosnell again here on third down, and we got a whistle blown.
Looks like they were going to run that same pass play that they've had success on tonight. 2 touchdowns, as a matter of fact, off that play. But it will be, I believe, called back.
False start against the Buccos, and perhaps the worst part about that penalty, not the yardage loss, but you kind of showed your hand on the pass play there.
Right. And with it being 3rd and long again, it's going to be really tough to get that first down, and you kind of wasted your opportunity there at that 3rd and short. Now you're really long.
Cross County leads Harrisburg 24-12. Third and long for the Pirates. Same play. They're running the same play they were going to run earlier. Short pass is incomplete, and it brings up a long 4th down deep in their own territory for the Pirates.
First incompletion of the night for Partee. Now, he didn't complete one earlier that was ruled a pass interference. but that is his first ruled incompletion. 2 for 3 on the night, 2 touchdowns. Fourth down, though, for Gosnell. Big fourth down. Great stop by the Hounds after they almost had it in for the touchdown with Neal, but he did fumble it.
Over in Jonesboro, Nettleton has scored 21 straight. They lead Pocahontas 21-12. There'll be a punt. You don't want any mistakes here if you're Gosnell. Devin Burks punts, gets it, good snap, good punt. Good punt. It's going to be fielded by Cook. Cook is hit quickly, but he's out of trouble for now. And finally taken down on the other side of midfield. That is a great special teams play by Gosnell to get that out of their own territory.
You're absolutely right. The ball skipped off the turf on the snap, and the punter was still able to get it away for about 40 yards, and he puts them on the other side of the 50.
It's the second good punt he's had tonight. He had one earlier that buried Newport in their own territory. And now another one here. We're in the third quarter, a 6-point lead for the home team. Newport looking to change that with one in the backfield. Forrester hands it off to Ellis. Ellis gains some yards near the marker, just short. And Gosnell's acting like they have recovered a fumble.
Now, I believe that forward progress was called on this one. The ball did come out, but it was right after the whistle. Good call by the referees. Forward progress did have him stop.
So Newport does keep it and avoid a second straight fumble. So Newport lines up. He's got Ellis in the backfield. Under 3 minutes left in the third. It's going to be a pass play. He's got it up the sideline, another screen pass, and he runs it out of bounds, but that is a first Delta Bank first down for the Hounds.
First down for Fryer. You'll see on the Kaiser LP replay. Fryer catches it on another screen pass, and that's where Newport's had the most success tonight. Throwing the ball anyway.
Mention that wind. My roster is now in the possession of the Greyhounds band.
Which roster was
the Newport
that?
roster,
Was
which
that
is
the
good.
Newport?
Which is good. It
it
ended up in the right people's hands. All right, handoff here to Ellis. He goes out to the right side. If he's got one man to beat, now we got a holding in the backfield. This one's coming back as he goes out around the 10. Good run by Ellis, and it was a really late holding call on the Hounds.
Yeah, you're right, and it's a shame to see that. That was probably the second best run of the night we've seen, and that's going to be called back for really a penalty that shouldn't have happened.
No, it was late. I mean, the play was 20 yards upfield, and as a lineman, let's watch it here.
Let's see who they're going to call it on. I'm not sure who.
I didn't see it. I didn't really see it, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
You're right, and like you said earlier, we're way up here, and they are right there.
That's costly. That hurts Newport because Newport was in the red zone. Now they are at the 45. And kudos to the Newport band. My roster has been returned.
Man, how
Marcus
about that?
climbed the ladder with my roster, and the Newport band returned. They're good, honest folks from Newport.
And seconds flat, too.
It's quick. It was quick. I was only without it a couple possessions. All right, here we go. It's Ellis with the carry. He gains maybe one. And brings up second down.
And that's Boyd for Gosnell with the stop. He's got a touchdown. No, excuse me, he doesn't have a touchdown. He's played some running back tonight, but he's also made some big stops. He had a fumble recover earlier, but now great little stop there. They had a lot of room, but he pulled him down.
Rivercrest really struggling at Paragould tonight. They're down 30-0 to Paragould at this point. Forster's going to pass it deep left side, and that one should have been intercepted. It was not, and an incomplete pass as the Greyhounds get lucky there.
Yeah, Donnerson had a chance. He got two hands on the ball. Not a great pass from the sophomore quarterback.
Forrester threw a good pass. He has a great arm, but the only person near that was Kreit, but Kreit was a little bit out of range.
Right through his hands.
Minute 43 2:53 left in our third quarter. Gosnell still hanging on to that 6-point lead. It is 2nd and 22 from the Gosnell 45. Changing the play call up. Formation stays the same. And we got a whistle in the backfield, delay of game on Newport.
You saw the players on the Greyhound sideline yelling to get the ball off. They weren't able to in time, though, and that's going to be a penalty. Unforced.
Now it's 3rd and longer for the Greyhounds. It was already long. Now it's 3rd and 27. We're at midfield. Just on the Pirates' side of midfield, and Newport has really hurt themselves here with penalties on this drive. 1.5 minutes left here in this quarter. Forrester's going to look to pass. He's got a guy on his blind side, throws it left side, pass is incomplete, and a great defensive play right there by Gosnell to break up that pass play.
And that's Donnerson, the fellow who just missed the interception. He does a great job of making contact at just the right time. Kaiser LP replay doing a great job of showing us that.
It was in Quavion Harris's hands and was knocked out.
Right, it would have been a much more manageable 4th down, but now they're forcing the Hounds to punt.
4th and long, Ellis back to punt for the Hounds. Look like we're going to have a timeout probably from Gosnell. Timeout Gosnell, 1:18 left to go in the third quarter. Pirates clinging to a 6-point lead.
Okay, listen up. You might have a job or you might not. But ask yourself, is this what I really want to do for a living? Maybe it's time to change your career. You know, make a better life for you and your family. ASU Newport's welding program can give you a new career that pays more than your old job. And if you qualify, you can learn to weld for free. That's right, free, not 1 red cent. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to see if you qualify for the free welding program at ASU Newport in Jonesboro.
A punt is coming from the Greyhounds. McShann to receive for Gosnell. Ellis was originally back to punt, which was probably a little bit of a sleight of hand there for the Hounds. And here's the punt. It's a low line drive.
What a bounce.
It's going to go down around the 10-yard line where Newport picks it up, and a great punt play, and you're right. Good bounce there for that punt.
You see a lot more schools punting the ball that way. They take a little run to the right or the left, pending the leg of the kicker. And you get a lot of good bounces that way with those line drive kicks.
Aaron Hill works his magic on the punt for Newport. And Gosnell has a long way to go. They got a minute left in the third quarter, but they do hold a 6-point lead and the ability to eat significant amounts of clock.
Gosnell can do that. Their
can.
offense can do that, and that's what it's really built to do. And they've had really good success so far tonight.
First play of the new drive for the Pirates. Pitch is right side, and a lot of room to run for Boyd, and he picks up a little over half of the distance to the first down marker. It's second down at about 2.
Boyd, another power running back for Gosnell.
He doesn't get a majority of the carries, but he gets enough and makes enough of an impact, and when he does get the football and he gets a little room, he's hard to bring down.
Yeah, Carthon and McShann get the majority, but Boyd does his job when he gets the ball.
Looks like it's a keeper this time for Partee. He tried to go right up the gut and then bounced outside. Nothing doing for him. As we near the end of the third, it's going to be third down and still 2.
That was number 57 for the Greyhounds. Anderson with a great stop. Partee, like you said, tried to go right up the middle. Nothing there. Tried to bounce outside, but was drugged down by Anderson.
That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. So Gosnell hanging on to a lead here at their home opener, at their season opener, and they will try to run some clock We will be right back on Tubetown. Welcome back, Newport. Going to try to shut down Gosnell here in this fourth quarter. We have 12 more minutes of play. Advantage Gosnell with a 20-14 lead.
Yeah, and before the half started, I said that penalties were going to play the bigger role, but it looks like it's going to be turnovers. The Hounds had the ball down real low. Neal got it within the 1 yard line, but Gosnell caused the fumble, and that right now I believe was the biggest play of the game. That leaves Gosnell with the lead right now going into the fourth quarter. And that's it so far. The turnovers, though, is what may decide this game.
Toledo has picked up a touchdown. They now lead Arkansas State 7-3 in the second quarter. West Memphis leads Forest City 35-6 at halftime. Blytheville leads Osceola 41-0 in the third. Meanwhile, Gosnell leads Newport 20-14. Long way to go. They're on their own 17. Motion right, snap, handoff right. Stopped pretty quickly by the Greyhounds. That is not going to do much.
I believe that was big number 72, Darrell Hardiman. Whenever he hit him, he stopped.
That dude's a pretty good size.
That's a big man.
He's big. He's a hoss.
He's a junior.
Wow. That is another year of lifting weights. Probably of growing even.
Yeah, that's what's
incredible.
Scary.
All right, Gosnell's got one more look at it. 4th and short. Here we go. Big play up the gut. Newport it's close. It's going to be close, but I think Newport may have stopped them. Gosnell wants the first down. Newport obviously wants the stop. Newport either has a turnover on downs or it's a first down for Gosnell. We're still just waiting here. We're probably going to measure this if I was guessing. Nope. We don't need to. Newport has the ball. Turnover on downs for Gosnell. That was close.
Wow, they chose
stop.
not to punt the ball all the way down there. We'll see how that works out. Great field position for the Greyhounds.
That was a gutsy call.
Gutsy call, to say the least.
Don't always work out, but you got a good run game if you're the Pirates. But right now, advantage Newport at least on this possession. They are down by 6, but they are in the red zone and threatening to score. 11 minutes left in our ball game. Ellis gets the carry. The Gosnell defense meets him right there.
Ellis scored from about that position earlier in the night, and they tried it again, but nothing going there on the first play of this drive.
If you're Newport, the way these two teams run clock, and Gosnell does only have one timeout, so if you're Newport, you feel like you need to score, though, because Gosnell has the ability to run a lot of clock on you in a hurry. And if they get another touchdown, this one's out of reach. So we got a botched snap. Forrester does fall on it.
And that's not what you need right there. That's your second play of the drive and hit you right in the hands. Maybe a sophomore mistake there, may need a little more time, but either way, this brings up a big third down.
That's third down. 3rd and 7 on the Gosnell 16. Here we go. Forrester in the gun, 2 in the backfield. He's going to pass it. Passes it over the middle. The pass is too long. It is incomplete. That brings up 4th down. Big hit on that play, and a Greyhound is shaken up.
Yeah, I believe that was Carthon who hit him. Number 12 there. Harris down for the Hounds. He came up a little short. He kind of alligator armed that pass. I think it's because he saw Carthon coming, and that was the result. Big hit.
About 10 minutes left in this game. The injured Greyhound is Quavion Harris. He's going to walk off the field under his own power. That's good news. Looks like they're holding his left arm. So 10 minutes left, and it's a 4th down situation. I think you're in 4th down territory if you're Newport. I think that's probably pretty obvious.
Yeah, Newport can kick a field goal. We've seen from their extra points tonight. They've got 2 of them, but this is pretty deep. This would be a tough kick for a college player, and they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And Noguez is a solid kicker, but you know, and 2 field goals ties the game, but it is a long field goal. So I think it's a good call in 4-down territory here. So let's see what they do. Forrester in the gun, Neal with him on his left side, dropping back. They're going to go for it. Pass into the end zone. It's incomplete. It's intercepted.
They blew the whistle as he tried to bring it out.
It's touchback.
Touchback. We'll see the Kaiser LP replay here. They'll show us what happened. It was a pretty good pass. The receiver short-armed it there. It was caught, and he was bringing it out, but they called a touchback.
All right, so that's big. That's a big play.
Gosnell
picks up the ball. Got some scores to update you here. Pocahontas is back on the scoreboard with a touchdown. Nettleton leads at 28-20. Harrisburg's Dakota Lee returned a long punt return for a touchdown. Cross County does still have the lead 30-18 with 1 minute left in the 3rd. Meanwhile, we still have a good game. Gosnell is deep in their own territory. This would not be one of those situations you would have Partee pass the ball. So they're going to try to eat clock, and Newport needs a relatively quick stop. They're not quite in crisis mode just yet.
No, not just yet. And Gosnell's going to like to run that patented offense they have of just pounding it out. And they'll like to kill as much clock as they can here as they got another turnover.
So the touchback on the interception by Gosnell brings it to the 20. That's where they'll start their drive. Handoff left side. McShann has it. He does not get very far. He gets right about to the chains. And so that brings up 2nd down.
Great stiff arm initially. Stiff arm number 52, Linville. But nothing to go after that as another defender got there in a hurry.
We are under the 10-minute mark in Gosnell. The Pirates looking to open up their season with a victory here at home in front of a good home crowd. Newport fans traveled very well to this game.
Everybody's showing up.
And we've had a good atmosphere. We've had good football. We've had a penalty here. That backs it up.
They were really rolling through the quarters here, and once we reached the 4th quarter, they kind of came to a halt with some turnovers here and some penalties and some discussions. But I'd like to see the game get rolling again because it's been a pretty entertaining game thus far.
Like you said, the pace has been good.
Right.
So let's see what Gosnell has in store. Partee's going to pass it. He passes it long. He's got a guy there, but it's double covered and it's incomplete. Threw into double coverage. The pass is incomplete, and that brings up 2nd down and long.
Yeah, usually not wise to throw into double coverage, but still it was a great pass, but just better defense. Both defenders for the Hounds able to break it up.
He at one point had both of those guys beat, but the pass was a little short, and he had to slow up. The defenders caught up with him. None of them really had a play for an interception, but it is 2nd and 20. We're on the Gosnell 10.
And the wind may have played a little factor in that because it is quite brisk up here. And you can see the flag over there is blowing directly in the face of Gosnell right now, so that could have hampered the throw.
2nd and long. We got a run play right side. Pretty good gain, but still a long way from home, as that's 3rd down Pirates.
Carthon took it around the right side, but great defense there by the Greyhounds.
Nine minutes left to go in this ball game, and Gosnell, it's all about controlling the football right now. They have it, but they're on 3rd down and they need some yards. Motion right, up the middle, and he stopped short. That's going to bring up 4th down in a certain punting scenario for the Pirates.
Fake to Carthon around the right outside. They handed it to Boyd and went with the safe play there. And like you said, 4th down.
And they really need a good punt here.
They really do.
They've done it before.
It will be tough because the wind is in his face.
Devin Burks with 2 good punts already tonight, but they do need a good one here. It rolls to him. The snap rolls to him. He's in trouble, folks. And unless he gets the 1st down, and he very well may, but Gosnell stops him short.
It looked like he still could have got that punt off, but in his head, I'm sure he felt like that ball was on the ground for an eternity. So he took off and tried to run with it.
And Newport stopped him just short, and an error by Gosnell almost turned into a 1st down. But Newport stops him just short. Watch this.
The second bouncing snap of the night. This time he's not able to get it off, and he does a great job of getting around the edge and cutting it up. Even better job by the defenders stopping him just a couple feet shy of the 1st down. Newport has 2nd life.
And good field position as Forrester takes possession for his team. Handoff to Neal up the gut. Gain of about 3 brings up 2nd down.
And Newport's had the most success tonight by handing the ball to Neal, and those little screen passes. It's going to be interesting to see what they do here on this drive. But they do take Neal out, and Ellis will come in the backfield for this play.
They do have time.
They do.
Forrester in the backfield. Ellis is the back in the game right now for the Greyhounds. Ellis gets the carry, bounces around, turns the corner. He goes forward by quite a bit. He's going to be near the 1st down marker before he's finally brought down.
The Gosnell players really trying to strip that ball. The initial defender hit him right in the ball carrying arm, trying to get it out. Ellis does a great job of holding on.
So Newport needs 6 to tie it. An extra point would give them the lead. We're with about 7 minutes left to go in the game. Ellis still in the game at the halfback position. It's a direct snap to Ellis. A direct snap goes right side, but Gosnell had it the entire way, and a big-time defensive stop there for the Pirates brings up 4th down.
Kaiser LP replay you'll see here. Great defense again by Gosnell as the first direct snap of the night we've seen from either team. Ellis tries to take it around the right side where he's had success, but not that time, as Gosnell's defense has really been the story of late 3rd quarter and even this quarter.
Newport can kick a field goal, but at this point there's no guarantee that Gosnell couldn't eat the clock on you and get the ball back. So Forrester's back in. It's a 4th down scenario for Newport. He's going to pass it. Over the middle, the pass is complete. It's a 1st down, if not more. They're down all the way to the 5, and a big-time pass play by Forrester to get his team inside of the 5.
That is the 3rd time tonight that play has worked. Kaiser LP replay. You'll see him. He doesn't stop on the slant this time, though. He keeps moving. Great pass. Great execution after the play. Kadarius Young there for the stop with Gosnell keeping it out of the end zone. 5 yards to go for the score.
It's the running back, Neal. They're in the threatening position. They need 6 to tie. 2 backs in the backfield. There's a fumble.
Way.
There's a fumble, and Gosnell has picked up the fumble in the red zone.
My goodness. These last 4 drives, or 3 drives, there's been 2 turnovers and then a failed punt. And you'll see on the Kaiser LP replay what happened. It was just a mishandled snap.
Went off of Forrester's hands, looked like a decent snap. It ended up bouncing forward and right into the hands of a Gosnell Pirate. Gosnell's deep in their own territory, and now Newport just wants an immediate stop. They had all the momentum on the world in that drive.
My goodness, my goodness.
So Gosnell could put a dagger in it here. Carthen goes out right side with a big-time gain. He's going to have the first down. That's a
There's
first
going to be
Delta
a
Bank
flag on the play, though, Blake. They're right at the end.
See what we have. Could be big if it were a face mask, or could come back as well.
And we do have a player down, and he looks like he's in pretty bad pain here. It's hard to tell the number. It was, I believe, Carthon who was, Carthon was running the ball. I'm not sure if he's the one down at the moment, though.
And I think we're going to have that's a face mask.
Great replay there by Kaiser LP to get that.
Yeah, good replay. It's a face mask, and we're hoping that's not Carthon down on the field. It's a cramp.
It looks like it is a cramp. It is a lower body, and that's good to see with it being a face mask. But
yeah, if a face mask, he's back down on the ground. That looks like Mo Carthon.
And it looks like it is, and it looks like a twisted ankle more than anything. He tried to stand up on it, but couldn't keep his feet.
Now they're stretching him, so it is a cramp. So
okay.
Nothing serious here, but it is a cramp. Let's take a quick break. 5:52 left. Gosnell has a touchdown lead and possession.
Farmers Bank and Trust offers instant image debit cards. Showcase your school spirit, your grandkids, your pet, or your favorite sport. Walk in, open an account, and walk out of the bank with an instant image debit card ready to use. Finally, a debit card as unique as you from Farmers Bank and Trust. Traditional banking at its best. Farmers Bank and Trust, with locations in Blytheville, Gosnell, and Manila. Member FDIC.
So as we work to get Mo Carthon off the field, Nettleton has responded with a touchdown of their own. They lead Pocahontas 35-20 with 10:34 left in the game. Wynn leads Marion 35-10 in the fourth quarter. And Toledo has extended a lead over Arkansas State 14-3 with 6 minutes left in till the half there at Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro. So Gosnell back to work, 5:30 left in this game, and they have a 6-point lead, and they control things here. That goes out right side to Boyd. Good game there for them, brings up second down.
And Blake, we haven't mentioned tonight, but if you're not able to watch us live on TV every Friday, you can go to tubetownonline.com, and it is live streaming. And you can also watch, with that, you can watch any high school game in the nation, but any in Arkansas and Tennessee at tubetownonline.com.
Anywhere you want it.
Anywhere.
Handoff goes to Boyd. Boyd hit immediately, and somebody's got him by the jersey. Forward progress stop. No gain on the play. Third down, and boy, does Newport need a stop here.
They really do, and man, we haven't really seen anything going here in this fourth quarter offensive-wise. It's been good defense, and when we've had a good offensive play, it's been called back or negated for some reason, but looks like the Hounds will take a timeout here.
So they need to stop in the worst way possible. We're getting into crunch time here. We're going to take a quick break with them. We'll be right back on Tubetown.
Hit your target this hunting season with M&D Outfitters in Blytheville. M&D Outfitters is your source for boots, waders, headgear, hunting backpacks, and clothing from all the major lines. M&D also specializes in accessories for your weapon to help you shoot straight and bring home your limit. Before your big hunting trip, stop by M&D Outfitters on Main Street in Blytheville.
All right, welcome back to the Pirate Ship, folks. We are going to have a conclusion to this one in about 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Gosnell is in control. They just need to avoid mistakes and burn clock. Newport has 2 timeouts remaining, though, so if they can get a stop here, they will have the ball back with time to score.
It's Gosnell to lose.
It's going to go to Boyd. Boyd pushes forward. Don't think he got enough to get the first down. That should be a 4th down and a big 4th down for us. And I think if you're Gosnell, I don't know what you do, man. I'm not a head coach here. This is where you earn your money, man.
I tell you what, I didn't think Gosnell would throw it once tonight, and Party's got 2 touchdowns, so
yeah. You know, it's 4th and 4. You could throw it deep. If it's intercepted, it's like a punt.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, exactly.
So we'll see what they do here. They're going to go for the first down one way or the other. They're 4 yards away. It could be big. This is a big play in this game. Timeout.
I believe that's their last one, isn't it?
That's timeout Gosnell. That is their final timeout.
That is their final one of the night.
So here's where we're at in this game. Newport has got to get a stop here. Gosnell needs to get a first down because by all intents and purposes, if they do go for it, now they've taken a timeout, they could come back in punting formation, but one way or another, this game, we could go back to this play right here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is, as of now, probably the biggest play of the game. If Gosnell gets a first down, they're going to eat up 2 more minutes of the clock. If Newport gets a stop now, they have ample time to get it in the end zone. It's going to be interesting to see if Gosnell sticks with that old school offense and runs the ball, or they let Partee sling it again.
They certainly have the run game to get this. They could also, if they were looking for field position, they could throw it deeper downfield. Newport would also have the option in that case just to bat it down as well and take the field position. But here we go. They're going to run it more than likely. That's what they do. Goes to Carthon. He stopped immediately. Newport has the football on their side of the 50.
The Hounds knew what was coming.
Well, they saw Carthon, the power back in the backfield. It was going to go to him.
Yes.
And they knew right where it was going. Big time stop by the Greyhounds defense. And now we turn our attention to the Newport offense, which has had no problem gaining yards, but problems hanging on to the football.
Yep, that's been the problem in these past 3 or 4 drives for either team. Gosnell had a good drive there. They just weren't able to capitalize on 4th down. But the turnovers and penalties have really hampered the offense for both sides in this half. Newport has it with enough time to win this game, though.
And they have 2 timeouts left, so there's plenty of time to score here, and maybe time for one more possession, but a score is needed by Newport, certainly on this possession, if at all possible. Forrester throws, hit as he throws. The pass is complete, but not much doing. It's actually going to be a loss of yards there as the clock continues to run.
And one interesting thing to point out here is what the sophomore quarterback Forrester is able to do. He had great poise standing in there and taking the hit on the screen, but it went all for naught as Gosnell's D-backs were all over that screen.
Yeah, Cash Forrester hit Dawson Cook right on the money despite taking a good shot in the backfield. All right, here we go. Going to be a handoff play right up the gut, and he gains quite a bit of yardage. Gets past the original line of scrimmage. On the carry that time was Zach Cooper. We hadn't seen much of him tonight.
I believe that's the first carry for the big junior.
3 minutes left in this game. Newport down by 6 with possession on their side, on the Gosnell side of the field. Third down, big play here. Right back up the middle. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 5.
We haven't seen Cooper very much tonight at all, and then right there, 2nd and 3rd down, they give it to him 2 times.
Clock continues to run. Again, Newport still with 2 timeouts left. The hope would be if you don't get it right here, you can use that to stop the clock and stop Gosnell on their ensuing possession. But they'd love to have a first down here, 4th and 5, big play coming. It's still Cooper.
Yeah, you're right. Still Cooper out there.
Forrester drops back. We're going to have a pass play. Right side hits Cook. Cook dropped it.
That was
That
a great pass.
is a turnover on downs. Gosnell gets the football back with 2 minutes left.
And with 2 timeouts and 2 minutes, you still have the opportunity to get the ball back. But if you do, you are going to have very little time to score if you're the Hounds.
That would have been a first down. Pass was dropped. We're at the 2-minute mark. 1st and 10 Gosnell. Gosnell's in clock-eating mode, but Newport has managed their time wisely to this point with 2 timeouts left. Under center again, motion in the backfield. It goes to McShann. McShann dances around, spins. He's still free on the right side. Pulled down by the Greyhounds in the backfield, though. We have 2nd down.
And McShann doing a lot of dancing around there before he is pulled down by the senior Anderson. I thought he was going to bust out of it for a second, but great stop there by the Hounds. Timeout, Newport.
We have a final. Blytheville defeats Osceola 40-6. We're going to stay here with you, and as we continue our discussion of this game, Newport 1 more timeout left. So they will have time if they can get a stop on this series to get the football back. Like you said, it's going to be tight, and a first down from Gosnell should do it. What a tight game, but Newport has had every opportunity.
Newport has had every opportunity, and both teams have had the opportunity to either hand the win off to the other team as well, and it just looks like Gosnell stayed on top. Luckily, I should say, because Newport has had every chance to win.
1 minute, 44 seconds. Gosnell with the powerful ground game, and it's been passing tonight for them. But now the ground game all important as they try to run the clock out. Newport, 1 more timeout. The handoff left side, McShann with room. He's going to be chased down by Ellis, but it's a first down. And that is a big-time play by the running back there.
Biggest run of the night for McShann and Gosnell, and possibly the game.
Newport keeps that 1 timeout, and the clock does stop for the first down, but now all of a sudden, you got to stop Gosnell from getting a touchdown here. And, you know, McShann explosive, we saw that there. Minute 25 left. They're going to stand over it for a little bit, 10 seconds on the play clock, so they can only get us down to a minute 10 here, but it is 1st and 10, and we are just about into the range, and just to push up the middle, they're going to play it safe here. At a dead stop, Newport will have to take that final timeout.
Looks like they're going to hang on to it. Nope, you're right, Blake. They do have to take it, and they will.
Doing the math here, little to no time for Newport at this point. So we're at the point here they need 2 consecutive stops.
And they were so close earlier in the game. They were on this side of the field, and Neal got it within the 1-yard line before Gosnell stripped it out. And the referees had to confer on that one because they weren't sure if he was in or if it was forward progression or not. But regardless, that was probably the biggest play of the game, and that's left us where we're at, 14-20, and Gosnell's hung on to it the rest of the time. And if Newport does get it back, which it doesn't look like they will, they're going to have little to no time, Blake.
2 big plays in the end zone by the Gosnell defense. That's where we're at. 20-14, Gosnell up by 6. 1 minute left in this one. No timeouts left. Rivercrest fell to Paragould tonight, 44-6. Gosnell trying to become one of the Mississippi County schools to win tonight. Odds are in their favor. As Partee goes under center, they're going to nail it.
Possibly the first school in Arkansas to win tonight, as this game seems to be the one that's going to end first compared to all the scores you're getting and what quarter they're in.
It's been fast. We go to 3rd down.
It's going to take us down to about 19, I believe, Blake.
And they should, if they can eat any time on this next play at all, that should be it.
That should be the game. Looks like Partee will see him getting that victory formation once more.
That's it.
That's the ball game.
That is our ball game, and Gosnell is going to celebrate this victory in a very good game between two very good teams as Brandon Barbary gets his first victory as head coach of Gosnell. Gosnell back off to a great start in yet another season in Newport. Has to feel like they let one slip away. Our final 20-14.
Yep, 20-14. Passing was the game for Gosnell. Who would have thought that would have been what got them over the top for the win? Passing.
All right, 20-14 is our final. We'll put a bow on this one coming up. We're going to take a quick break.
We are more than daily transactions. We are more than checks and debit cards. We are more than farmland. For the people of Poinsett County, we are more than just a bank. At First Delta Bank, we see the world through the eyes of our customers because we know that our customers are our most valuable investment. We are proud of who we are and want to earn your banking business. We are First Delta Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Kaiser LP Gas Company is a family-owned propane company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural customers in Craighead, Crittenden, Poinsett, and Mississippi counties in northeast Arkansas. Located on Highway 181 South in Kaiser, Arkansas, Kaiser LP Gas can fill all of your propane needs, whether it's for farm equipment, your home, or business. Kaiser LP Gas has you covered. Call today at 870-526-2198.
Whether it's a night out on the town or a special occasion, visit Bistro 1121 in Blytheville. Live music on Tuesday, prime rib special on Friday. Bistro 1121 on East Main in Blytheville. Perkins Restaurant and Family Bakery in Blytheville, newly renovated and open 5:30 a.m. until 11 p.m. daily. Stop by for any meal, anytime, or take home delicious sweets from our bakery. Perkins Restaurant and Family Bakery in Blytheville.
Update your style with Days Clothing in downtown Blytheville. Days has all the brands you love. Casual or formal, Days has a style that will fit you perfectly. Days Clothing is also your local gym's formal wear provider. Update your wardrobe with a new style from Days Clothing today. Days Clothing, 322 West Main in historic downtown Blytheville.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
Okay, listen up. You might have a job or you might not. But ask yourself, is this what I really want to do for a living? Maybe it's time to change your career. You know, make a better life for you and your family. ASU Newport's welding program can give you a new career that pays more than your old job. And if you qualify, you can learn to weld for free. That's right, free, not one red cent. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to see if you qualify for the free welding program at ASU Newport in Jonesboro.
Hit your target this hunting season with M&D Outfitters in Blytheville. M&D Outfitters is your source for boots, waders, headgear, hunting backpacks, and clothing from all the major lines. M&D also specializes in accessories for your weapon to help you shoot straight and bring home your limit. Before your big hunting trip, stop by M&D Outfitters on Main Street in Blytheville.
Farmers Bank and Trust offers instant image debit cards. Showcase your school spirit, your grandkids, your pet, or your favorite sport. Walk in, open an account, and walk out of the bank with an instant image debit card ready to use. Finally, a debit card as unique as you from Farmers Bank and Trust. Traditional banking at its best. Farmers Bank and Trust, with locations in Blytheville, Gosnell, and Manila. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Gosnell High School and the Pirate Ship, as the final from this one is 20-14. Gosnell winning the opener in front of their home fans here tonight. And I think, Alex, as far as opening night games, we were at the right one, and this was a good one.
It doesn't get any better. Weather, fans, atmosphere, the play of the game. We could have had less penalties, but I mean, I'm not going to argue with the kind of game we saw tonight. 20-14, it was close all night. I mean, what more can you say?
We watched Newport walk off the field. There's a lot of disappointment because they had two big opportunities from inside the 10 late in the game to tie this up, and with their kicker, they could have taken the lead. Two big plays in the end zone by the Gosnell defense.
Yeah, you're right. Newport fumbled it inside the 1 yard line, and Gosnell came up with it. And then again later in the fourth quarter, big interception by Gosnell as Newport went for the end zone on a 4th down, and another fumble inside the 5 yard line from Newport. So every opportunity to win this game, but Gosnell comes out on top, and surprisingly it was because of their passing.
Let's run you through some scores here real quick before we say goodnight. Blytheville defeating Osceola 40-6. Rivercrest lost 44-6 at Paragould. Mark Tree and Clarendon are playing right now. They're in the fourth quarter. Clarendon up 37-30. Toledo is beating Arkansas State right now 21-3. Toledo is 10 for 12 on third downs in that game. Nettleton is leading 42-20 with 1:30 left in their ball game over there. So a great game here tonight at the Pirate Ship. Alex, final thoughts?
It was surprising that Gosnell won the game with passing. Partee had 2 deep touchdowns, a 48-yarder and then a 31-yarder, and then the 5-yard touchdown run from Young. But surprisingly, Gosnell with 2 big touchdown passes to really bring them over the top for the win tonight.
So a good one here in Gosnell as the Pirates win on opening night at the Pirate Ship. Our final score, 20-14. I'm Blake Gwynn alongside Alex Smith. You're going to catch a lot of good action this year on Tubetown, so stick with us every Friday night. You guys have a good evening.